Whatever your name is, get ready for the big surprise.
If you're lying to me, I'll be back.
Let's go. If I know what I want, then I know what I get.
Hey,
if
buddy.
I go, they can win, cause they know I get lit. I'm a pro, not a myth. And my flow got some wit. Never slow, drink a fit. I get hype, I get lit. I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right.
You get me, right? Con men, thieves, degenerates, lowlifes, thugs, criminals.
Cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro.
Who is your daddy? Who is your daddy?
Stop it! Who are you? Who are you? Put this thing away. This is not worth it.
Yeah. Let's go. If I go, I'ma get. When I blow, I'ma hit. And I know I'm the kid. I'm a soul, don't forget. I'ma blow up winning. Got my flow so vivid. Here we go. Just beginning. Yeah, I throw every inning. Got my flow so legit. All I know is my shit. Here I go. They can whip. Post Malone in this bitch. Rockstar making hits. Got guitar in this shit. Leaving scars cause we lit. All these bars that I spit. Yeah. Let's go, let's go!
He got two! He got two!
I've got news for you. You are mine now. You belong to me.
I know what I want, then I know what I get. If I go, they can win, cause they know I get lit. I'm a pro, not a myth, and my flow got some wit. Never slow, drink a fit. I get hype, I get lit. Here I go, I get lit. Here I go, I get lit. Here I go, I get lit. I get hype for the shit. Here I go, I get lit. Here I go, I get lit. Here I go, I get lit. I get hype for the shit. Right.
You're my #1 customer. We're gonna have the games do our talking.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Mr. Grinds My Gears, Jez7780 here. Sorry for a little bit of mute in the beginning. My mic wasn't on. Oh, damn, oh, damn. It's going to be one of those nights. Jesus. Shout out to all the grinders in here. How you guys doing? Yep, so just some updates here. I think Frog is out on he's traveling, so you know, I don't think he's going to jump on tonight. Might get a link on here. Shout out to Jaydub. I put up the grind signal. Jaydub said he will be in here, so we'll see. I could send him a reminder, but I'm just gonna tell him we are live. So if you want to jump on in, we got some things to talk about. All right, I'm just gonna tell him jump on in.
You're my #1 customer.
Whoa, what's that? It's like crazy. Yo, what's up? Thank you so much for Breeze. I smell it. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for Breeze. Thank you for that super chat. $9.99. What's up? It's gonna be one of those nights, baby. I got some stuff. So this might be the Bachelor Grindhouse. We haven't had one of those in a while. It's been a party since for the last couple of weeks, but this might be a Bachelor Grindhouse. I got the Grindsboard. I got things to talk about. So I'm ready. I lit my candle. I got the chocolate smell coming on here. I got my apple drink spiked, and I'm ready to roll. So
Now, whatever your name is, get ready for the big surprise.
Oh, damn. I don't know. I have things popping up all over the place. Shout out to Stephen Orban. Thank you for joining the Grindhouse. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Hey, what's up, Unknown? Yo, Buck Roger, man. I saw you guys chatting, man. It was pretty funny. I was trying to set up some stuff. You guys were watching. But yo, we gotta go somewhere. You know, I gotta get a video. I gotta get another music piece to get for the VIP Grindhouse. I want more build up. We got the pool video, but I want some sounds when we open up the VIP Grindhouse, because I tell you, you guys incredible. The VIP grinders. Yeah, I don't know if it's hold on, I gotta get them in front. They go right in the front of the VIP grind. Oh, this is not the VIP grinders. We got a new updated one. Hold on, I gotta drag over my new updated VIP grinders. Where are they? I meant to did I? Oh, I even made some tweaks to it. Where is it? Oh, I'm not prepared. I'm almost like Xbox right now. I'm not prepared at all. I'm cashing checks that my bank account can cash. Let's see here. Where the hell is my thing? Oh, damn. I updated it. I'm not a liar. There's no Phil Ness here. I did update it. Where is it? Oh, is that it? Oh, yeah, here it is. Oh, yeah. I told you I updated it. There's no Phil Ness in this one. Dude, shout out to all the new VIP grinders. Since the last time, we got Tex-Mex, Morty, True Witty, 4-Star Journal, Brian M, No Cap Podcast, Noriko, shout out to him, David Howe, and Eddie T. I made some changes. We added a new item in the back room. You could see, I don't know if you can see, if you're watching on a screen, big screen, you can see we added some donuts over to the coffee machine back here with Bootloeg Joel peeking over. And then back where Phil is, we got his new Xbox refrigerator, because that's in the back room. Like, that's in the bootleg room we got there. So we got Phil with his refrigerator. Booster's still not allowed in. And, Herman Holt's doing his splits, bringing quality games and quality content to this party and this VIP Grindhouse right here. So I want to shout out to all the VIP grinders. I don't know if Herman Holtz could do any further splits. I might have to get 2 Herman Holtz in here to do double splits. We'll have a double Jean-Claude Van Damme, friggin' Von Herman. But these dudes are still not allowed in the club. Nobody's allowed in the VIP Grindhouse. No boosters, no fills, and no bootleg Joels. So they can step back there with the fridge. They probably have some. That's the fridge of Phil Ness back there. Let them drink from the fridge. Yeah, man. Yo, they're trying to live it up back there because they're not allowed in the VIP room. But anyway, I want to shout out to all the new VIP grinders, and if you want to be a VIP grinder, hit that join button. I've been sending messages out because there's a new show that I was doing. If you didn't, oh yeah, I know they're a little small, but it's Bootleg, his Booster, and his Phil with his fridge. And then I wanted to put the donuts inside the fridge, but you know what? The donuts don't go in the fridge. They go near the coffee machine back here, so we put them there. No boosters allowed. They try to see. Yeah, I crack up every single time I put names in here, and I just do this thing because I think it's hilarious. Like, I just see this as like a real image. Like, those guys just want to see what the great games are. They're like peeking in, and Holtz is there doing splits. Gonna be make the games. You need to make the games, the quality games. And Phil's like, shit, I'm working with a booty right back here. Still can't find the booty, but I don't want to. Since we got all the grinders in here, if you missed the new thing. So I was shouting out to the VIP grinders. I was asking them, some what ideas for this new show I was doing, the what ifs. And the Gaming Grindhouse presents What If. And if you didn't see it, I'm going to show you the preview of the video if you missed it. But here it is. Since everybody's in here, we got the Gaming Grindhouse. Let's put that What If intro on right now. Here we go. Time. Space, reality, It's more than a linear path. It's a prism of endless possibility, where a single choice can branch out into infinite realities, creating alternate worlds from the ones you know. I am the Grinder. I am your guide through these vast new realities. Follow me and ponder the question, what if? Yo. I listened to that. Yo, shout out Tex-Mex Morty to $5. You got room in the fridge for the snacks I brought?
Number one customer.
I brought Forza Horizon 5. Yeah, snackable. Exactly. You know what? There is a section in the fridge. Oh, I'm gonna talk about this. This thing had me grinding some gears, man. I almost went live for this thing. We'll get into that. But there's a section in the fridge that you can put snacks for snackables. You know, snacks. But anyway, shout out to the VIP grinders. But yes, that what if. So the what if thing is I had the idea and I was like, you know what, let me do this. I'm thinking like, what if this happened? There's so many what ifs in gaming that we can do and have some fun with. I invite some people on and do some what ifs. You know what? Practically almost every Xbox podcast is a what if. What if Microsoft buys this? What if they make a good game? What if these studios stop making games? What if? So why not? Why can't I make a what if? So shout out Brian M. Gave me some good idea for what if. I'm going to probably be running with that one. I got a couple lined up. Definitely this week I'll do one. So stay tuned for that. So hit that sub button. And definitely, VIP grinders. Give me some ideas. And we'll see if I can make them work. I got some good ideas for these. So I'm excited about what I didn't announce tonight. Oh, bullshit. We're doing a what if. Hint. Grinders in here. 75. Hit the like button. I'm telling you right now. What if Mark Cerny made the Xbox Series X? Ooh.
Pikachu! Pikachu!
I'm not no goddamn Phil Spencer. I'm going to tell you what it is. Stay tuned. Might do that one. Might do another one. We'll see. But that's the one I'm thinking about right now. Yo, what's up? John Kutesh. If I said that right. $2. He goes, I'm playing Far Cry 6 and it's awesome. What the fuck? Dude, I can't wait to play Far Cry 6. I'm definitely going to play it. But I say, I don't go full Ubisoft. I can't buy the Ubisoft games at full price because I know they're going to drop. But I want to play Far Cry 6. I do like Far Cry's. What if Jess wasn't a fearmonger? That's a good one there, Compost. That's a good one. So, let's go to the Grindhouse. Let me see if
Now, whatever your name is,
Jaydub says
get ready for the big surprise.
Anonymous just joined the Grindhouse. Thank you so much, Anonymous. Welcome to the Grindhouse.
This is really cool.
Arnold. Yes.
You're my number one customer.
So, he's falling asleep. I gotta play it. I'm gonna try Far Cry 6. I'm interested. I hear it's like Far Cry 3. Like they went went backwards and they did like the right way to do it. Like 5 was not bad. 4 was snooze fest, but 5 wasn't too bad. It got a little boring. Like it was a little. We'll try with 6. But I'm interested in 6 to see that. Definitely for the characters alone. I'm actually interested in the DLC to 6. That's what I really want to do. So, I want to get the gold edition. I'm not paying $100 for it though. Like I know Ubisoft games drop in price. Like if that was a not Ubisoft game, I definitely would probably buy it. But otherwise, Far Cry 6, I want the one with the DLC where you play as Voss and you're gonna play as the enemies of the other games, the villains, which that sounds awesome. And also you get the Far Cry friggin' retro game. Blood Dragon too. That's pretty awesome too. So I'm interested in that, but I'm not paying the gold edition because I've been burnt by Ubisoft too many times to know that gold edition is going to be $50-$60 in another couple of weeks. Definitely right after Halloween. So now I'll be playing that because right now we'll get right into the Grindsboard because it's the Bachelor Grindhouse. It's not the Bachelors with the grinders in here, but from the panel standpoint, it's the Bachelor pad. Here you go.
You're my number one customer.
There we go. Bachelor pad. Here we go. But that's all right. I've done this before. This is the Grindhouse. We go. So with that, let's go to the Grindsboard. Let's see what is here. Because last week we didn't do the Grindsboard because I wasn't there. But we didn't have the typical Monday show because I wasn't around. Then we had right to the grind table. So let's see what's on the grinds board this week. Where the hell is my grinds board? Damn. Here it is. Here we are. Let's see the grinds board. So actually, that's what I wanted to get into. Right in the first topic here is the we're gonna go Kena talk or Kena talk. Back for Blood in the top played. We're gonna talk about Back for Ass. I'm sorry, I mean Back for Blood.
You're my #1 customer.
Oh, thank you, Strong Jawline Herman. Time to play the games. I'm gonna bring the games and the quality to these games. Great name, Strong Jawline Herman. He says, what if Sony took over the world and had an army? Oh, my goodness. Took over the world. Well, we'll be showered in great games and quality. I'll say about that. But who knows if we want that world domination from Sony. The Xbox is not back. You don't play the quality games. And then Phil says, hey, Phil is like,
means when I think about Xbox, I'm going to think about quality games. We have work to do there. We have.
See, you had no quality. The quality, like Herman von Holst. Time to play the games. So then we're going to do Back for Blood at the top played. You know what? Premature right there. That whole, I think we need to talk about that too. Forza Snackable. You heard the what if. What if these games weren't launching in Game Pass? And the Halo dev speaks. Dude, this was something that I found on Twitter I thought was very interesting. About the Halo dev. There's a punchline in it, as with everything. This stuff writes itself. But Halo dev actually spoke out about something. And I looked at the tweet and I was like, very interesting. Yeah, so yeah, I want to talk about that. And then I'm gonna say Xbox sending consoles to influencers.
You're my #1 customer.
Oh, Jeff B Gaming donated $4.99 through the super chat. He says, what if Jeff Grubb cut his hair? Would he lose his insider superpower? Dude, that's the essence. We can call that the essence. McFoley. Yo, he reminds me of McFoley, dude. I can't. Every time I see him, I just think of like the mandible claw. Like he's giving mandible claws out to people trying to get exclusive news. He's like, oh, I'm coming for you, mandible claw. I'm sorry. He looks like freaking McFoley. He's like Mankind. Dude, I can't. I crack myself up, man. I just think about, like, give me that inside news. The mandible claw. Forza Snackables.
#1 customer.
Oh, the game night with the $5. He goes, I've got a platinum in Far Cry 3, PS3 and PS4. Far Cry 4, Primal. Oh, you played Primal. And New Dawn. New Dawn I downloaded. I still haven't played that thing yet. But Far Cry 6 is bad. Bad. Story, characters, some gameplay aspects, 5 trophies to plat. Really? Wow, if you're saying Far Cry 6 is bad and you played Primal, New Dawn wasn't too bad. I started it. But it had so much of the thing. Man, okay. Well, that's why I never go full Ubisoft. Thank you, Game Night, for your input. We will dude, whoa. Dude, yeah. Anyway, I'm just saying, like, I see him, I just tweet out a Mankind photo, Dude Love. Dude, because he does have that essence of that hair. But yeah, Insiders. Oh goodness. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking about doing a what if on the side note of, like, what if there weren't Xbox insiders or Microsoft insiders? Like, if you really look, I don't know if I should talk about, but if you really look into like the news flow, if you look at Xbox Wire and look at the shows that Microsoft announced and look at what they announce versus what the influencers or the insiders suggest, dude, it is like the insider stuff is what's keeping them kind of in the news relevancy. Because if you just look, and that's why I think the Sony stuff gets so quiet, because I think Sony insiders are really don't exist. Like they don't like, and I think a lot of it has to do with being a Windows insider. Like you get a lot of kind of news from being Windows, and then the Xbox thing just spills into here because that's how Microsoft is. Where Sony's very locked down. Oh, what's that? I heard something. Who's that?
You live?
Yo, what's up, Jaydub? Yes, how you doing, man?
Oh, okay. I didn't know we was live.
Yeah, we're live, yo, man. I was just talking about insiders and stuff, and we were going through some. I didn't start the topics list though, but man, how you feeling?
Man, been under the weather, man.
Oh, these allergies
been killing me. I'm sitting up here, trying to gobble up some cough drops now. Just trying to help, but.
Well, take it easy, man. I won't get you too loud on this thing. It won't be like one of the Zaire moderate. Dude, that thing was lit, man. Oh my god. That everybody
always be funny.
Oh my god, it was hilarious, man. You gotta check out. Everybody, you gotta check out. I'm sure a lot of people came from that too. But like that Optimus code and post up with it. Oh my god.
Yeah, the hilarity. It's comedy, man. It's all about comedy.
Yo, it is hilarious. It is great, man. I was cooking dinner. I was listening to that show. I was like, oh my god, this is like, I was rolling, dude. Oh, he's low though. Yeah, I'll increase it. So you don't have to yell. Yeah, I'll increase Jaydub's.
Okay.
There you go. Is he better now? We'll see. Because I don't want.
Yeah.
There we go. Yep. Let me know if he's good now. Just increase his volume. So. Let's see. But anyway, you came on at a great time because what I wanted to talk about is Kena. That was one of the first topics I had here because as you know, I've been tweeting out tons of photographs from that game as I'm going through it. I just finished the second boss, so I'm going now to the third and final spirit. It's the final spirit one, and I just think that game, the story is so serious, like, and you wouldn't even guess that from there. And I'm not gonna spoil it, but like. It's really deep and emotional and stuff like that. Like I think they told such a great story with this game, and the fact that it kind of reminds me of like a little bit, and I know probably people maybe not agree or whatever, but almost like a God of War Junior. Like they took a lot of elements from like these hub worlds and then kind of like made a little story based in that hub world. So it's not like you have this open world where you're just as you just kind of rolling around just doing missions and stuff like that. But actually, you actually come to this world at this section, and there's a whole little story element and thing that you follow. And then once you satisfy that area, you move on to the next one. So
exactly.
I just thought that was so cool. Oh my God. Somebody just said, strong jawline Herman just said, what if Jaydub became an Xbox insider with a mustache?
Absolutely.
I don't know if you caught. Did you see my
one customer?
I'm already a Mario insider, a Nintendo insider.
Dude, he's already an insider, man. You got the OLED too, right?
Yeah, I got it all, man. I got it all.
You got everything, man. He's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, it's insane that I don't know if you saw, like, I did like a what if, like I'm doing this what if series of like what if Halo and Forza didn't launch in Game Pass. So I'm like, everybody's giving me all different ideas to do a what if. So I'm probably going to be doing like a what if Mark Cerny made the Xbox.
Man.
But stay tuned for that one. But yeah, everybody's been going crazy with the what ifs. But I just feel like the Kena. So how much of Kena have you played?
Man, I don't know how many hours in, maybe 7 hours.
Okay.
I'm in there. I'm nowhere near the beginning. Put it like this, the game is gorgeous.
Yeah.
The game
Totally.
for what you get, and it's not a full price title. It's not a $70 title, not a $60 title. I could see Sony throwing some more money behind this studio and getting them to even expand even bigger, or we'll come up with a Kena 2 or maybe some DLC or something to keep it going. I can see this potentially being another Sony character. It fits PlayStation.
It totally does.
Right in there.
Yep.
With the rest of the stuff, Sony has a ton of these Pixar movie type looking games, and this is, a little small indie. This is their first game ever.
I
think they knocked it out the park, man.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
I can't believe that this is their first game ever. The way they're telling the story and the way it flows, like it flows so smooth. Like you said, it's crazy, and I'm an audio nut. The music as you go to the different areas and how it changes when you're fighting bosses and when you're fighting things. Like, I don't want to spoil it, but that second boss that you fight, there's a like when it goes through its different stages, like you blow up something and then they have this like anvil and stuff like that. But when you blow up, so when they change their form to the second one, the music stops and you're like, and then when he hits when he hits the thing, the music comes in. It's like dun, dun, dun. Like it's almost like he hits on the beat and the music starts again.
It's very atmospheric.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
It's a pretty deep game. I like it. Like I said, graphics. Yeah, you got your 4K, you got your 60 frame option. I don't know, man. They just knocked it out the park. It's crazy how even when it's not a Sony first party game, they tend to partner with people where the IP just turns out to be what it needs to be. You see what I'm saying? It's good for the brand. It's good for the product. Yeah. Versus, Microsoft partner. They partner with people that make like the Falconeer and shit like that, right? Shit that nobody. It does nothing for the brand. Matter of fact, all it does is tarnish the brand because all the people are gonna say, "Oh, that's Game Pass fodder." All these low-rated duds. And listen, the one thing I like about Sony, Yoshida used to be that guy. I don't know if he still is, but it was his job to go around to these different studios, whether it was first party, second party, third party, whatever. Find out what's going on with the game. Find out if that game is worthwhile, if it's heading in the right direction. Lend some support, lend some advice. If it's not doing what you think it needs to do, let them know. Don't just throw these fucking games out here, these duds, and it's trash, right? I mean, we've been getting that from Microsoft for quite a long time.
It's been a while. That's what I was about to say.
Crackdown 3, right? The Medium, the Falconeer, and that's just this generation. We can go back to last generation. A ton of games that really didn't do anything, right? Everything from Recore to Battletoads to Bleeding Edge, just on and on and on. And it's like, why you're spending millions of dollars to partner with people with shitty games or games that does your console and your brand no justice.
Exactly. It doesn't move the needle.
Go and partner with somebody who, can throw you some good games out there and make it look like it fits in.
Whatever your name is, get ready for the big surprise.
It looked like it could be a first party game, right? It plays like it could be a first party. It has that polish.
No, it definitely does. And shout out to oh man, I just missed who just hold on. Somebody just subbed here. I missed them. Valk Stein just subbed. Thank you very much, man. Thank you, Valk, for that. But yeah, I totally agree. Like, the thing is that, and you know what? This hasn't been just recent. This has been years. Like when they backed behind PUBG, and when they went, and then even some of the marketing, like even Battlefield 5, like not the great ones, and they even their marketing stuff, like really just didn't hit or move the needle for them. And what's amazing about this game. And this is the one of the fights here, but the lighting. I took this shot as I was fighting, and as you could see, over like 270 likes. Like that's the other thing, man. People love the photographs from places. Like I don't know. I feel like when I tweet out photographs, I get such a different response when I used to tweet out photographs from like my Xbox games. Like I feel like and I don't know if it's the great photo modes that they make sure that these games have, like Ghost of Tsushima, like Death Stranding.
And it's not necessarily a photo mode. It's you have a good quality looking game to begin with.
Too. You're right. Yep.
Photo mode don't take a shitty game and turn it to spectacular.
I know. No, you're right. You
create a great game and you just show it off using photo mode with these snapshots and the different things. And a lot of these Sony games, you can't even get through the game because you're so busy fucking taking pictures.
That's me.
The game is just so beautiful.
Dude,
Look at your Ratchet and Clanks, your Spider-Man.
Yes, I've done tons. You're right.
The Tinas and on and on and on. Like
I don't see photo modes of Psychonauts 2. I don't see any photos of Psychonauts. I saw a couple. But the other thing too is like I do think the other thing about photo mode that one and I agree, you have a crazy looking game, but then you add the photo mode and you get different angles of it. See, I thought that was a big problem with Gears. Like when they were talking about Gears Hivebusters, everybody's like, look at this game, and everything was that same shot from gameplay behind the back. They couldn't swoop in, you couldn't swarm out, you couldn't do anything. And I was like, why wouldn't they put a photo mode in their games? And the fact that Insomniac does this, like Sony really makes it a statement to have this. And Kenna's photo mode is absolutely insane, but I'm constantly quick accessing it and taking incredible photos. But like the lighting, like I can't believe this studio did this with this game. That's why I was definitely a little disappointed that we'll talk about NPDs, but it didn't show up in the NPDs. But I know they did not have a physical release, which is the thing that everybody said why Psychonauts 2 didn't show it. But I think I do think that this game is absolutely incredible so far. What I've been playing, the story, it is really, really awesome. So I encourage you to go get it. I know a lot of people were waiting for the physical edition of it, but I gotta tell you, it is you're right. You have a great game.
You're my number one customer.
Yo, Game Night, what's up? He says, $5. He goes, the Xbox have the utmost confidence in Avowed, Fable, and Starfield when we haven't seen anything from them. Amen to that shit. That's, when I saw a lot of people talking about, like, when you're hype, it's like, oh, well, you're hyping up Wolverine. It's like, well, we played Spider-Man. We played Miles Morales. Like, we can only imagine what Wolverine has. Avowed, like, Fable. Perfect Dark, like you're talking about studios who never even touched this stuff before. Like Fable from the studio that makes racing games. Snackable Forza Horizon. I'm ready for Snackable Fable. Avowed. Like, okay, well, maybe Obsidian can make something, but again, Microsoft hasn't shown gameplay to any of this stuff. Nothing. Xbox has games. Glorious, get the hell out of here. PC has games, Glorious. You know what you're talking about. But the thing is that they have games. They have title screens, and we have yet to see the progress of these games. And that's one of the things I always say. It's like, with Sony, you saw the God of War logo last year, and now they showed you gameplay, and now you have you see progress with the games. Microsoft announces Everwild, and it's like they go crazy that we're coming to all these events, but they don't even talk about their games that they announced 2 years ago. They had all these. We're going to E3 this year. Sony's not there. We're there. Oh, we're not talking about any of the games that we announced last year. Let's talk about State of K2. It's like, what the? Like, come on, dude. Like, get the hell out of here with that trash. You know what I mean? Don't talk about updates.
Let's face it, man. Let's call a spade a spade. They don't know. They don't know what any of these games are going to come out.
They don't. And we're using insiders.
They don't know when they're going to come out, when they're actually going to come out. They don't know what kind of quality it's going to be. And let's face it, Microsoft hasn't earned the benefit of the doubt when it comes to putting out games, whereas Sony has. Mm-hmm. Right? If Sony puts out a game and it's a bad received game, we can just chalk that up, throw it away,
exactly,
and
like
move on to the next banger, right?
Yeah, Destruction All-Stars
Destruction All-Star was not the save a PlayStation platform, whereas every game that comes out for Xbox is like, can this game save Xbox? Because they literally have no good quality games that's worthwhile, and so every game that they release is really like a make or break for them.
Well, they don't believe if Halo. Phil doesn't believe Halo's a make or break, but. Exactly. The problem is because they built so much, there's so much space between their games and what they have done since they purchased studios. And I know a lot of people Glorious and stuff, you like what they're doing. Obviously, they're buying studios. That's fine. But you got to say, well, when does they bought studios in 2018. We're in 2021. All right. Some of these studios are working on games, and the games that some of them have released already are not memorable. Bleeding Ass is gone. Grounded is still getting mosquitoes and stuff. When's that coming out of preview? Maybe next year, they said. Okay, well, maybe next year. And then on top of that, where these studios that they built, look at the stuff that's happening. They have not shown progress with the games that they announced, nor when you hear news, it's like, well, Perfect Dark, that studio's getting help now. It's like, well, let me scratch my head. You didn't show me any gameplay. So, how am I supposed to take this as good news? It looks like you guys can't, incompetent. So, it's really, the problem is them and their messaging. I agree they're making games, but as to what
you're my number one customer.
Yo, shout out to Jeff B. Gaming. He says, Xbox hype up multiplat, Psychonauts 2, PC ports, and the usual Halo, Forza, and Gears. Well, what's hilarious is that Halo is not even being, Halo, this is, the worst. I don't even want to get into this whole thing, but, man, talking about, the whole Halo, I can't believe Halo is releasing this year. And they still haven't talked about that campaign. We don't know any. We know Forges. We know what's not there. We have no. What about Firefight? Are they doing Firefight? Are they doing? This is the scariest friggin' Halo that I've ever been involved in. From all my years with Xbox and having Halo launches, I can't believe this is a Halo year, and they're gonna stealth drop this friggin' game and maybe do a little promo for it on November 20th. And this is just like, it is sad to see this is where Halo has become. And you know, I'm just like, it scares the shit out of me.
I'll be honest. I think it doesn't really, to them, it doesn't really matter because the fan base, it's Halo, it's free in Game Pass. Look what they did with Sea of Thieves. They sat there and waited 2 years for them to get that game fixed. So the fan base has proven no matter what Microsoft throws out, they'll sit there and wait for them to fix it, right? And here's the thing. Unfortunately, for Halo, somebody's going to have to review that game. And they're going to review that game day one, lacking all the content. The Metacritic scores are probably going to ding it for it, right? There's going to be some that takes up for it and say, well, you know, they have a lot to build.
9 out of 10, Xbox Mag.
9 out of 10, best thing ever, right?
Xbox Garage. Is it a 10 out of 10?
Yeah, but we also saw, like with Sea of Thieves, where it got extremely low score because
they didn't have the content.
It was an incomplete game and it didn't have the content. Now, if Halo Infinite gets, let's say, a 70 Metacritic, 68 Metacritic, right? Then what?
Yeah,
I don't know. Boys are going to go back to saying Metacritic don't matter. They're going to go back to, you know, all the other excuses that they have. Well, we still got Starfield. They're just going to toss that game aside. Yeah, let's face it. At this point in time, listen, there's no such thing as a console war.
Nah,
there's Nintendo and there's PlayStation doing what they do, and Xbox is just
that was my thumbnail.
There.
Xbox, it's like PlayStation and Nintendo are fighting back and forth, like prize fighting, throwing games out and doing stuff, and Microsoft's out there doing fridges and donuts and shoes and hats and merchandising. Like it's like it is like the lamest thing, and it's like, where are the games? It's like, well, now you know what? Come buy the Xbox jacket and the onesie, and it's like, you know what? You could do that stuff after you do the games, but doing that stuff all before, you really have to kind of earn your respect back because you lost a lot of respect. You gained so much respect with the 360 to say like, hey, we're really serious about gaming and we're going to take it to Sony. The fact that you just abandoned that halfway through this Xbox One generation and just kind of took your little servers and ran, and now you think that you're still the cool dad. And I'm like, no, you got to prove yourself back to gamers, because the one thing that you lost is the gamer mindshare. You have people there that will just blindly follow you right now and say everything's fine. That's why every time something comes up, Microsoft, people are like, it's fine. But when things come up at PlayStation, some people go, no, that's bullshit. Nah, you know what? No, that's not happening. And there's a internal battle with stuff, because not everybody just accepts everything that Sony does is bullshit. Now, I'm not no diehard Sony fan, so I'm not going to find these kind of like the legacy things that people have problems about. But as an Xbox fan and seeing how they have devolved and seeing the same people that I was playing with at the time hyping up, talking about Xbox when it was doing well, same people just go, no, it's good. I'm like, I know in your heart of hearts, you know that this is not the Xbox that you want. So why are you accepting it?
Yeah.
Because without it, are you done? No, you're still a gamer. Just play, like, you know what I mean? I just don't understand the acceptance to what they're doing, because, and then when people say that
you're my number one customer.
The Game Night says, Jez, it's fine. Halo has never been about the campaign, just like has never been about the graphics. Like, exactly. Those excuses. Are you kidding me?
Excuses.
You watch my video from Friday and go watch when I showed Halo 5 and Halo 4 reveals and how that was pushing everything forward, and then go look at the dud of Halo Infinite. Go look at the difference of when the game wasn't in Game Pass, and that's the essence of this whole thing. It's this Game Pass, like what Jaydub said, they got your money. They don't need to sell you a $60, $70 product. They got you already. You're just paying for them. You're just keeping the lights on. They're just going to deliver you an icon.
Would you offer anything above the fray? When
you're my number one customer.
Damage controlling for you at every, they're saying, oh, these games are great. Bleeding Edge, oh, it's great and it's fun. I'm having fun with it. Crackdown 3, oh, I'm having fun with it. Hundreds of hours. Would you really? It's almost like Microsoft isn't self-aware, and maybe they are in that bubble because the fan base just gobbles up whatever, and the numbers show that the engagement's not there. The purchases are not there. The sales, nothing is
It's
there.
definitely, yeah, we'll talk about the NPDs. I have that on the thing. It's definitely something interesting. Justin got $2. He goes, rest in peace, Trashbox Series L. No exclusives. Enjoy the show. Damn, you can put so much anger in a super chat. But thank you so much, Justin guy. Hey, that's you come to Grindhouse. Do you feel like this? That's what it is, man. That's why I do this thing, because it grinds my gears. It irks me. It bothers me so much to see Halo devolve and this kind of stuff, and like people saying Halo's back when I'm playing a skeleton crew of friggin' Halo. And actually, speaking of that, I was gonna talk Back for Blood. Did you try Back for Blood?
Yeah, I tried it back when the beta was there, and
I tried the beta.
I enjoyed it when it was the beta. It was good. With you can have some fun with when when it's about four of your friends or whatever, but. There's so much other stuff to play right now. I have no will to go back to it.
Yeah, I played the beta, and I just was not feeling it, man. It felt very janky to me. It didn't feel that smooth. Like, it didn't feel really polished. A little janky, and it felt like it was ripped from PC. Like, a lot of the things, and I wasn't in the whole card system and things like. I'm like, this is. It was I didn't feel it was very like. I'm like, maybe I'll wait on it. But I do think, and also Evolved, those dudes, I burnt myself. I got burnt on Evolved, paying for that $60 game with then $20 DLCs for characters. And you know what? Those guys, I saw what they did with Evolved. They shut that whole thing down. I don't know if that was all on 2K or what the hell it is. But, Back for Blood, I'll wait on that thing. But I got to say, the one thing, though, I think everybody jumps too quick. And I think this happened with the Halo stuff, too. That's right, Compost. I'm salty I didn't get an Xbox. That's right, they didn't send me one. But I got months of Game Pass now. I'm still waiting for my Game Pass promotions.
Right.
But everybody's like, they're going, oh, I think it was Benji Sales or something like that, going, it's the top played game or it's like the top 3 games played on Xbox, like because of Game Pass. And then they're like, oh, it's this many people playing it in the store. I'm like, the game just released, okay? Like, I think it's premature to kind of hype up the first week.
There's nothing else on the platform to play, so I mean, of course.
Well, the thing is like, I think it's a premature to kind of be like, look at the reception, like, because especially with a game like this where it is a multiplayer-centric game that's gonna drive off of multiple people, like people playing this, to kind of hype up the first week and be like, look, it's a top play game. I'm like, yeah, it's releasing now. There's your Call of Duties, your Battlefields, everything got pushed out. Like, everything's not around here. So this game is the only game in October, and it's Halloween, it's zombies. You know what? We'll come back in 2 weeks and tell me where it is on the top played list, and tell me how much Game Pass is doing it. Because, I felt for this already, where I saw Gears 5 being on Game Pass. Gears 5 had shorter legs than any other Gears before that.
Yeah.
But it was everywhere. It was so accessible. It just like the Forza Snackable guy said. The threshold of getting people to buy the game is eliminated with Game Pass. You would think this model would open up the door, the floodgates for all these people that just want to play this game, and it's not moving the needle. There's a problem here. That's why this whole built for Game Pass and this hype for Game Pass, it is yet to be proven right now. Because I think premature statements have been made for this service that people are just not used to subscribing and playing games. And the fact is that if you look at Phil, the message that they want to send you is that it's accessible to everyone. So it's going to have all these legs. It's going to last forever. You'll never be able to not find a match. Meanwhile, you look at Gears 5 and they actively turned off crossplay to force people to crossplay. They turned off the ability to shut off crossplay to force people on PC and console to play crossplay because the PC dudes were having trouble finding the game. They couldn't find the game quick enough, so they actively turned off the Xbox person's option to remove crossplay. Yeah. And now the PC dudes can find games faster, but it's on billions of PCs. It's in Xbox Game Pass. It's on Steam. It's on phones. It's all over the place. You need those guys on console to turn off their crossplay in order for you to find games faster. Then on top of that, then you remove the logo so nobody knows where they're playing from.
Yeah.
So how does that, and also the whole caveat to this is that the guys on Xbox don't even have the privilege to turn that shit off, and they're the ones paying for online play.
Mm-hmm.
You are paying a premium service, and your capabilities are being taken away from you, and you're forced to play with dudes on McDonald's Wi-Fi on a cell phone and PC hackers.
Yeah.
And you pay $60 a year, sucker. Like that's what you do. They turned it off on you because the PC dudes couldn't find games. But in this world that Phil says, you could play everywhere. You could do everything. It's going to be lasting forever, these multiplayer games. Then why are they dying off 4 and 5 months right after the game releases? Meanwhile, Gears 3 was Halo Infinite Collection, or Master Chief Collection. These games played forever because you know why? Because people want the game. Like you said, you make a great game, people will come. Yeah. And the thing is that they made some caveats. They made some things with that game, and you know what? People didn't like it. Or the multiplayer. Those microtransactions, $5 to a curb stomp, like bullshit. Yep. You know? But did you saw the Forza snackable, right?
Yeah, I saw it. Listen, I've been saying for a while now. Forza is basically DLC. They do it every time. They just change the locale. There is nothing else new besides the location.
Yeah.
And I think I'm more upset that they didn't have.
You're big into car games too, right?
Yeah,
you're big into car games. Yeah.
I think they could have with this game here. They should have just made it charge $29 for it, like they do with the Hot Wheels pack and stuff like that. Just charge for it and let that be that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I tell you, like it is. It's really unfortunate because, and I did the thing on Friday about it because. You know, it was the thing that I was saying back in 2018, my concern when they said all their games were going into Game Pass. And I was like, well, wait a second. What does that mean about what kind of games they're going to make? And I was called fearmonger. Stop talking about that. Negativity. And I'm like, but don't you think, like, if you're putting it in a subscription service, the game is not going to be the same game you're playing right now. It is going to be modified. It's going to be adjusted for that distribution because there is no like kind of out. They committed their whole entire lineup to this model. They didn't say, hey, some games like a high level, like, some games are going to come out day and date. Some games are going to be in Game Pass. We're going to have a mix, like similar to how Sony does it. They're like, no, dude, we're going balls deep in this shit. And I'm like, and that was like years ago before even new games were coming or they even had the studios, which is incredible. But, one of the things that pissed me off in that whole statement thing where the guy was basically going, not only were they snackable, but my thing, and this is what made me come up with the what if thing, was like, if I'm sitting here going, if you didn't have to sit here and worry about Game Pass and snackable content and getting people to do that, like, what if you didn't have to worry about that model? And what if you just had to make Forza 5? You would probably make it bigger, better, add more, maybe motorcycles. You would probably add so much more to it because guess what? You don't have to worry about how it's being delivered. You don't have to worry about putting arcade mode in there because his quotes, and I gotta get him up there, was like, well, you already have the game. You're not trading it in. We're gonna be an icon living on your dashboard. So we want the I don't know, he said traction or the friction. He said the friction to get you back in the game is very low because we're just going to be sitting there. You can't trade us in. Yeah. And I'm like, yo. And then they said like, oh, well, we put arcade modes in there, like little game modes and things like that because, you could jump in real easily and snackable content like how a Game Pass game player would play.
They're building it. Again,
well, snackable.
Like he said, with Game Pass in mind.
Yeah, they built it from Game Pass.
I'm sorry, but ever since I started gaming, I've been wanting my games to be 100% complete. Listen, I don't mind paying for games. I've been paying for them ever since the NES days.
It's your hobby. It's what we like. You're not twisting my arm. Like, it's not friction. Like, when you use the word friction, I'm like, friction? We're gamers. What do you mean friction?
Just give me a good, complete game, and I'll buy it. And but all of this other stuff, well, what it is just buying them some time to say, okay, the game is not really ready, but we'll give you a little bit of the content, and then later on, when the content is ready, like it's starting with this game. It's going to be Halo Infinite, right? That's already it. All
that's
the rest of the games after that All these other games after that is just going to be these snackable, uncompleted games. That's just going to be because they expect you, right, to just play one game perpetually forever. Like, who wants to do that?
I don't.
But the fan base likes it, and they're saying, "Well, I have over 300 games at my disposal, and so I jump in here when I want to, and that, and I can always go back." Like, I don't know. I'm. How can I put it? Like, I'm so far out of the Xbox community.
They went off the deep
Xbox
end, man.
for
They went off the deep end.
Yeah,
I
they
can't.
went to something.
They went to some like they didn't take the blue pill or the red pill. They took the green pill and they were fucking went face down ass up somewhere. I don't know where they're thinking.
No, but Jez, here's the bigger picture. That their standards for PlayStation is uber high. Their quality for games,
they're touching leaves, they're rubbing against leaves and wiping their ass with the foliage and going, it doesn't move. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
but when it comes to Xbox games, they put the blindfold on and nothing.
Your famous tweet of Sandra Bullock with the blindfold.
Yeah, they play Bird Box. And it's just, that shit just makes no sense. And this is why Xbox is in the last place. This is why it's the laughing stock.
They lost a lot of respect, man. And this is what these were the quotes. I pointed this out on Friday, so that's why I won't spend too much time on it, but with the what if thing. But like, these quotes are eerie as shit. And these are the things I didn't want to hear. He goes to this. We got very good at being a Game Pass game. I'm like, oh shit. Now we're called Game Pass games. Oh my goodness. And then he goes here. No one ever trades you in, and they might not install it, but they always own it. See, they already got your money. You're always going to be a little thumbnail on the dash, and that means the friction to get you back in the game is very low. Oh, exactly. Man, it feels like a snackable, manageable amount of stuff that's new that you can jump into right and now, and in a few days, there'll be some more. The carrots, right? I think, again, that really helps blend with the way people play on Game Pass. And that is the scariest shit of all, where now they're classifying you as a Game Pass gamer, and you have different tendencies and practices. So, when I was reading this, I think, when we're talking about this, what does that sound like? That sounds like it sounds like the friggin' there it is.
I'm trying to use.
It sounds like the phone. It sounds like the Apple Store. It sounds like the race to the bottom, and it sounds like small. Just jump in, disposable apps. Here you go. Is that what somebody wants to? Is that what you want your hobby to be? You come in here and you do this incredible. I use this like model plane example where you make incredible model planes, you paint them. That's your hobby. You get these beautiful metal planes, and then this dude Phil Spencer comes walking around and goes, "Hey, for a subscription, you could paint all the planes you want. However, they're gonna be plastic and shit, and they're gonna be lower quality planes." And it's like, but wait a second, my planes look like miniature versions of the real thing. I'm using high quality product. The models are incredible with the gloss finish and the great paint. And Phil's like, nah. For $20 a month, I'll give you all the planes you could paint, and they'll be plastic, and I'll give you some cheap-ass paints and brushes, but you could paint as much as you want. And it's like, you're taking the passion out of my painting. The whole reason why I do this is because I want to be as realistic as possible. I want this to move forward. I enjoy this. Why are you coming in here and shitting up the place? Why are you coming in here and telling me that you're going to offer me something of lower quality? And this is the other thing. Not only is this, you don't have to get it in a Game Pass, you could buy it. That's even a bigger kick in the nuts, because now they're selling you a $60 game that's built for a service that you're not subscribed to. So who's getting screwed then? The $60 sucker. The dude that walks into Best Buy on December 8th and grabs Halo Infinite, and they got some tramp stamp on the front going, Halo Infinite multiplayer included. And the guy comes on, he puts it in the friggin' Xbox, and he goes, all right, buddy, let's jump on. Oh, dude, campaign co-op's not here. What? All right, well, let's make some more maps, dude. We do the Forge. No, that's not in here either. And then you go online, and it's like, well, wait a second. How old? Wow, all those people playing. Yo, you don't need you don't need that $60 product to play online. Like, think about the traditional gamer that just walks into a store to buy this gimped-ass product. So how is that a good idea? Because the game, there's no, like, store retail version of Halo that's feature complete, and then your Game Pass gimped ass version? There isn't. It's the same version. It's just all gimped. It's all just Frankenstein. So tell me, how does that affect retail purchases? That $60 buyer, that $70 guy, that the girl that's walking into a store and wants to buy a complete product because it's on the store shelf. Where are all those disclaimers? Well, are they going to have like friggin' all the Xbox influencers putting quotes on there going, can't wait for season 2 where they said Forge will be there. Like, are they going to have all that on there? Well, according to an interview back on August 5th, Joseph Staten said that co-op is targeted for March. Is that quote going to be on the box when you buy it?
You see what it says, targeted, right? That's no guarantee.
Exactly.
That shit can get listen, I'm not gonna lie, man. I can't wait to see the Metacritic scores of Halo. That's gonna tell everything, because that's when you see the final Metacritic score.
It's all on that campaign. It's all on that campaign, because that multiplayer is going to get its own. It doesn't require the $60, so it's going to be all on the campaign. Yeah, that's their Metacritic, man. And dude, speaking of Halo, so you want to hear something else eerie? This is the crazy shit that comes out of it. So, where is it? Oh my god,
I'll be right back, man.
Sure, man. Go get your lunch. No, hanging in there. Thanks, man. So, let me tell you about this guy. Where is he? Where's my Halo dev guy? I bookmarked him. Where is he? Hold on, I'm finding him here. We heard about Bootleg Joel. I don't know if anybody saw this tweet about Bootleg Joel, but I tweeted this out about it. From the Game Informer article, it seems that this time around, Chief is joined by Echo 2216, Austin 316 pilot. His real name will likely be uncovered over the course of the game. Well, we already named him. It is Bootleg Joel. But there he is, Dad of War. Thank you, Dad of War. Put the Bootleg Joel in the comments. There he is. I got spam some Bootleg Joels in this thing. We already named him. We don't need to wait for DLC to name his ass. I named his ass. His name is Bootleg Joel. That's who he's forever gonna be. And I'm not gonna show the clip here because of YouTube. But the ending of Halo basically leaked already. It's Bastion sitting there with the book, and the princess, Bootleg Joel, saying, "Save us. Say my name." And then Master Chief's like, "I don't know your name." And Bootleg Joel's like, "Say my name, Chief, please." And Master Chief's like, "Cortana, I don't know your name." And Bootleg's like, "Say my name." And the Halo ring is falling apart. And Master Chief is like, takes off his mask, and he yells out, no. Anyway, if you watch the end of the never-ending story, that's basically how Halo is going to end. To save Delta Halo, Bootleg Joel, they're going to give him a name. And Master Chief is going to find out his name from all the Forerunners. And they're going to tell him who Bootleg Joel's real name is. Maybe his name is Phil. And he could sell some merchandising, because that's what they seem to be focusing on. But anyway, speaking about Halo, and we don't know anything about it. We don't even know the guy's name. His name's coming in DLC. They can't even name him right. They have a list of names, like your baby names, and they're like, "What do you name him?" I named him Bootleg Joel. There it is. There's Bootleg Joel. Say my name. Anyway, where is that other guy? Oh, is this it? No. Where the hell is it? This was some good. Dude, I failed. I failed the Grindhouse. I failed the Grindhouse here, because I had this guy. Where is it? Did I don't know where I saved it. So there was a dev who was like, "I'm real nervous about the things that I worked on in Halo." And what the hell did he say? See, I had it, and now is it in my bookmarks? It's in my likes. I know I'll find it here with the likes. Talks amongst yourselves. Hold on, I found it. We'll get it here. Here it is. No, that's not it. Where is he? Hold on. Hold the phone. Oh, that's pretty cool. PlayStation's gonna have you share your photos from. You get more photos from me, Grinders. I'm gonna be sharing some more photos. You can get them from your phone now. I'm gonna be doing that. Where is? Damn it. this guy. So this I can't believe it's not here. Holy crap. Oh, is this my bookmarks? No. Where the hell is my bookmarks? Here they are. Where's this guy? Here it is. Here it is. Found it. Sorry, grinders. I said talk amongst yourselves. So, yeah, so this guy, Global Pon. He goes 52 days until Halo Infinite comes out. Not gonna lie, getting a little nervous. This will be my first ship title. Players will experience my levels and gameplay I designed for the first time. Will they like them or hate them? I just don't want to fail, you know? So, oh, wow, read that. Why don't I like it? Let's like it. So let's find out more information about this, right? This guy, ooh, what's going on, dude? What's going on? And then he has to do a separate tweet because people went at him with the 1600, you know, the influencers and stuff probably went saying, oh, what do you mean? What's wrong with Halo? Halo's fine. I played it. But they're telling the guy that designed the levels, don't worry about it. So he had to come back, just like Jez Corden had to come back after he talked about his erotic novel of Avowed with the throbbing members of mushrooms and glowing and beaming heads, whatever the hell he was talking about. He had to come back and go, well, it's an alpha. I saw some of it. Dude, he wrote an erotic novel there. So this guy now has to damage control this thing, right? However, I'm so fucking excited that this game is to launch. I'm confident what I contribute. So, dude, let me just say something. This sounds shaky as shit, right? This guy developed the game. He developed some levels and gameplay. He doesn't sound very, very confident, right? So probably a lot of people came at him, which I'm not going to go down the thing. So then he had a damage controller going, no, but wait a second. I'm really excited. I'm so confident. Why didn't you lead with I'm confident? Well, people came at you saying, why are you worried? It's fine. They got the influencers telling them it's fine. But wait a second. It gets even better, grinders. Hit that like button. It gets even better than this. So then they go, what did you design in terms of gameplay? And he goes, lots of stuff. Can't really say because of NDAs, you know? And then I open this up, and here comes the humdinger. Less to do with NDAs and more to do with 343 not wanting accountability. And somebody says, do you know what NDA is? And here comes the fights here. But this is hilarious. Somebody goes, my question is, I understand you're nervous, but shouldn't we even be more nervous considering that it's 52 days away and we haven't seen a shred of campaign yet? I know the multiplayer will be great, but the campaign has me worried, right? And here it is, grinders. If you took a little sneak peek. All right? Hear what he says in response to this. And we all should be worried. I'm no longer at the studio, so I don't know their plans. Your guess is as good as mine. Oh, where is...
One of the things I really love about being here is the families that are here. And we see parents with the family.
You know what? Nobody likes you, Booster.
What? It's a PC!
Wait. Yeah. Xbox Series X. Wait, that's not a name.
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow?
Go!
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Keep firing, assholes!
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, that was a 343 meeting right there. Yeah. How this like what? He's associate level designer at Archetype Entertainment, previously at Gunfire Games, campaign level design on Halo Infinite. He's nervous about his work. He's no longer there. What a Frank. What a. Dude, they must have used a Frankenstein crew. Like, I don't know what the hell is going on, but it's so weird because we see, and I don't know, he's a level designer, so maybe they just contracted him out to make some stuff. But he comes off as very nervous, right? Like, you know, nervous, and then people are like, well, I'm still excited. He goes, I just don't want to fail, you know? And he's the campaign level designer who's no longer there anymore. I just think it's so strange, you know, that, and we talked about it too on the show last week about with Sick and Frogs, like about how many high people will leave it. Now, he's not a high level like person, but like it's so weird the timing of them leaving. Like Jeff Strain left from the State of Decay dev from Undead Labs. He left. You know, Rod Ferguson left after Halo 5 dropped. The Drew Murray left after they announced Perfect Dark. Like, they're announcing games or games just like you would think they'll be there to make I don't know. It just seems so weird that, you know, what State of Decay 3, Jeff Shane, you created Undead Labs. Like, State of Decay 3, finally, with the power and backing of Microsoft, you could make the game that you always wanted to make. And you leave? You made jank State of Decay 1, a jankier State of Decay 2, and now you have the full backing of Microsoft, and you leave to deliver State of Decay 3, which was a CGI that was announced last year. I don't know, man. But yeah, I agree with Anthony Nuki. Understand you're nervous. I've never seen a campaign being stubbed. Campaign was the first thing they showed every single time for every Halo release. And they just build off of that. Insane. But yeah, there's your Halo news for the day. But I just thought that was strange. Like, as you go deeper into those tweets, you know, he comes off as you know, nervous, and then he's like, no, I'm still excited. And then somebody's like, well, I'm concerned. And he goes, I'm no longer there. And somebody's like, what details are you proud of? He goes, I wish I could say. I definitely have some favorites, that's for sure. Be sure to share them when it comes along. I didn't even go even deeper than this. Is there anything else? And this was his first game design, first level design, too. It's his first game that shipped. Dude, I don't know, man. It's eerie. It is eerie what is going on. But what's even more eerier, per se, is this whole Xbox sending consoles to influencers. All right. So a big thing came out, I think it was today, with you know, these influencers getting Xbox Series X's, right? Where is it here? So like it seemed like a whole bunch went out. Shout out to Nick. How's he doing? Like a whole bunch of people got Series X's. Twitch streamers and stuff. Actually, this one's all like, she's all like cosplayed out, actually. But you know, I've been playing Xbox all my life. I've been in love with their consoles. The first thing this morning, I cried. Holy moly, another person getting an Xbox sent out to them. Does this mean we're friends now? Thank you so much for sending me a Series X. Yeah. Listen. I saw the Twitter Spaces. All right, I saw the Twitter Spaces. I understand this is business. Let me give you the grind's impression of this whole thing. The shenanigans. Hit that like button, everybody. Because we're gonna call it the way that it is. I understand that you give this out for influencers. We're not gonna say influencers don't exist. Twitch streamers, using an Xbox, promotions, Twitters, YouTubes, obviously. Obviously. But what's weird and eerie about this is that I understand you do this, and they did do it, when the console is launching, like last year, sending them out to all the influencers and stuff like that as a thank you and all this stuff. Fine. But I find it really strange, almost a year later, still sending out free consoles to people. Don't you think it's weird? Like, you typically do this at a launch. I don't think you do this a year in, especially with people that legit want this system. And you have plenty to share out with influencers. Are they more important than your customers? What benefit is somebody seeing their favorite streamer streaming this and then they can't go get the system themselves? I just think it's strange, the timing of it. Like, I could see if these were images from a year ago, okay, they're sending them out to all the Twitch streamers. But why are you sending them out now, a year later after the console launched? Is it because you want, and also too, on top of that, if this was such a kick-ass console and these people love them so much, wouldn't they even have these consoles like pre-ordered and stuff? And would have got one by now? So why would you be sending them one? I have that Halo helmet right there. And I had a Series X. So if you love them so much, like, you would think they would have been on the pre-order list and they wouldn't be struggling a year later. But it's just so strange that a year later, they're sending out consoles to influencers or to Twitch streamers. Merchandising. Like, again, my take is that if I understand the manipulation, I understand the market manipulation by that. Your favorite streamer is now saying this is what I'm playing on right now. Well, they've been bought. But a year later, sending out free consoles still? That's a little weird. It's a little strange, a year later doing that. I don't know if Jaydub's still there, if he's feeling better. I want to get his impression on the people handing out these consoles. But what do you think, Grind is? Like, nah, I wouldn't want one for free. I wouldn't want one for free. And my opinion is skewed. I paid for mine. I wouldn't want one for free. And that's the thing. I don't want free stuff. I don't. Because in order for me to give you an honest impression of what I feel about a product, headphones, things like that, I need to spend my money on it. Then I could be a true consumer. If somebody just says, hey, review this. Yeah, I could give you my review of it, but honestly, to go buy it, I'm not going to know the value of that because I can't tell you because I didn't buy it myself. And my thing is when I go buy a product, I research it. I make sure it serves a value to me. I make sure that it serves a function. Many headphones I bought based off of reviews, and I'm like, nah, this is not good. And I return them. I could write reviews about all that stuff. But the thing is I return them. They hold no value to me. Like, I'm just like, nah, they're not what it is. But if somebody asks me my opinion, I'll tell you, what I went through. And I can tell you right now, the Samsung Galaxy Buds, the Pros, best earbuds. I tried them all. Beats. I have the Beats. The Samsung Pros. Awesome. Get them at Verizon for $179 if they're on sale for $149. Anyway, there's my advertisement. Those are the ones I'm using right now. But they're Twitch streamers, man. They all the promo, all the stuff. But I just think it's very strange that they're doing this a year later, still sending out free stuff to people. But and also too, if you think about it, see this? They have to do this. Like, legally, they have to say I was given this for free. Just like when, like, Paris gets like the you know, all the controllers, or what is it? Lamar Wilson gets them. They have to do that. They have to take a picture. They have to do a video, because they and make the disclaimer, they got this for free. I was sent this. And they have to do the video, because the reason why they were sent that is to take this photo, is to do that video, because that's the commercial. That's the ShamWow. That's why they need to disclaim. They can't say, oh my God, this Xbox is awesome, and then find out that it was sent to them for free. No, you can't do that. That's illegal. You can't do that. You have to disclose they sent this to you. So that's why you see, I got the care package for Psychonauts. And it's like, well, where can I buy that? It's like, oh no, I was just sent it. It's a marketing ploy. It's to have that picture go around the internet and going, oh wow, I didn't know it came out. Let me go buy it. That's the commercial. Let me do the unboxing. Look what Microsoft sent me. That's the commercial. And what does that do? Grinders, what does that do? I send you the product. You tell people that I sent you the product. You make a video. What is your video? What is your tweet? What is your stream? Content, traffic, and monetization for you. Therefore, you could see some people. I remember, what was her name? Felicia Day, where she made a sarcastic remark to Greg about Greg Mill, PlayStation doesn't send me any free stuff, but Xbox did. So and you even heard, what's his name? Jeff Grubb said it. What's his name? The other dude, the guy, the thermo dude with his thermo camera. Austin 911, I call him. They know, because what Microsoft is doing is giving them stuff to make videos about, which is driving traffic and content to their channel. So Microsoft is feeding them the content, not necessarily the product. Microsoft's trying to market the product, but they're saying, you got to make a video because I sent you an Xbox. There you go. And now, guess what? Austin Evans has a video now that hits 2 million views. Digital Foundry the same way. Remember when they flew them out for the exclusive look at the Series X? Digital Foundry's never been the same since. And that was one of the big million hit videos, because they were out there with the exclusive of the Series X. They played with the magnets. A dude with the beard was twiddling his beard. They gave him cereal, gave him some breakfast sandwiches. And they played with magnets. Made it 2 million video views. Exclusive Series X. Never look back. They boosted them. They helped them. So, there you go. He didn't do the thermals on the fridge. But that's why I won't get free stuff. If I honestly want to give an opinion on something, I would not accept it for free. Because that loses all credibility of me spending my hard-earned money on a product that I find valuable. Maybe you don't find it valuable. You might not like it, but I can't give an honest impression if I did not buy it. Same thing with reviews. Hey, it's a great game. Well, would you buy $60 for it? That's because you didn't pay $60 for it. So you can't make that claim. You can't speak about its value, because that's the ultimate question every gamer wants to know. Should I buy it? You could talk about the textures. You could talk about the story. You could talk about the emotion. You could talk about the animations. You could talk about all this stuff. But when it all comes down to it, everybody's looking for that one answer. Should I buy it? And that is the one answer none of the reviewers can honestly tell you, unless they buy it for themselves. Should I pay for it? Well, maybe $40, maybe $50. No. It's hard because they're giving review copies. They could tell you all about all that stuff, but when it comes to it, should I buy it? Well, I got it for free. I don't know. Like, would I buy it for $60? I got other games I'm playing. Maybe I wouldn't buy it right now. Maybe I will wait. But people want to know right now, should I buy it? And that's like one of the biggest questions. That's the only question. That's the only question I go in for reviews for. Should I buy it? And it's just like, well, it's an 8. But what does an 8 mean? Do I buy it or do I not buy it? It's a 6. Well, then I'm not buying it. It's a 9.5 or an 8.3, 8.7. Should I buy it? Yeah, I'll take the pictures down. Should I buy it? Should I not? I don't know. Can't answer it. So, you know. But I appreciate some people that, I like ACG. I do like his reviews because he actually includes that. That's why I listen to him the most for reviews. Because he includes, like, wait for sale, do that. Like, at least he addresses that. He don't just put a score on it and saying, well, oh, it's a 7 out of 8. And it's like, well, 7 out of 10. It's like, well, what's that? Oh, a 7.3. It's a 7.7, an 8.7. No, he goes buy, wait for sale. Like that. It's pretty much, that's why I listen to his reviews, because that's exactly what I need to know. Yeah, look how I'd be happy to meet them. You know what's amazing is, like, look how happy you play them, and they're all Twitch streamers. All the games that they have access. It's not like, and that's the thing that drives me crazy about the Series X. I know he does. I know. But I like his reviews, though. But, and again, I don't hate Xbox. I just hate the management of Xbox. Like, that's the thing. I don't hate Xbox. Like I burn to the ground. Like, no, I wouldn't even talk about why I want them to be better. I'm just amazed at the mismanagement and the de-evolution of it, the devolvement of Xbox and where it's going. I don't like it. I don't like the management. Hell to know where the hell that booty ass went. Phil, again, doing interviews again. Now he's clapping asses over at Wall Street Journal now. You know?
Funny you announced that you had 15.
He says, I'm going to stick with the 18 million. We'll announce another number when it comes time. 18 million. He doubled down on his 18 million. I'm not showing it because I don't know. Wall Street Journal, they're weird. I'm not going to show that video. But basically, he said it. 18 million. Well, I'm going to stick with the 18 million right now. You have an opportunity right now to announce a new number. But what's interesting is that number's announced at their quarterly review by Satya. That's not announced by Phil. Phil didn't come out and announce that 18 million number. But I mean, here he goes, prancing around doing his stupid interviews. No game. No game update. Speaking about games, Compulsion game rumor. And number went down. Compulsion game rumor. Now, so apparently this Compulsion, the dudes that made We Happy Few, banger of the year, that one, basically working on something along those lines. Let me see what they wrote. I had it here. Where's the So apparently they're working on their next title. Will continue in the We Happy Few universe. Bum, bum, bum.
You know what? Nobody likes you, Booster.
Sure. You get the win this time?
This is the worst lunch I ever had.
Your only job is to cook. Do you not realize I have had diarrhea since Easter's?
Yeah, so they're gonna continue making in the We Happy Few universe. The universe said I guess who. But as a third-person narrative single-player game. The one and dones. The things that really everybody loves. The one and dones. This is exactly, Nikki. This is great news for the snackable gamers out there. Guys that love those Scooby snacks. Scooby-Doo! I'm going to get my Scooby soundboard for the Scooby Snacks. This sounds great as a snackable game. So they say that the We Happy Few dev is, hold on. Yes. They're working on a third-person narrative game. Yippee. It had a great story, great world. If they double down on that, it could be a great game. Yeah, this is what people are saying. So, an employee from Compulsion Games has revealed that We Happy Few developer is working on single-player third-person narrative. In third person, because the other We Happy Few is single player. Man, that game. I remember Frog streaming that stuff. He was like, "This is." Well, there you go. And they've been quiet. They released the game in 2018, and yeah, the We Happy Fews. There we go. So excited. Remember Matt Booty. Snackables. So now we're gonna get to the nitty gritty, and I don't know, Jaydub. I think I hope he's hanging in there somewhere. Let me see something. Oh, he dropped out. So he was coughing up. Hopefully he feels better. Thanks, Jaydub, for coming on, man. Hope you feel better, man. Thank you. Back to the Bachelor Grindhouse. Shout out to Dave Jaydub. Thanks for coming on, man. We are going into the grinds table. It's a one-person table. Table for one, please. Let's go. I gotcha. I know there was no audio, so I redid it. Sorry. Hopefully, you heard the grinds table the second time. Sorry about that. I mute them because all of them play at the same time when I start the stream. I don't know what the hell's up. Yes, we got the sirens, man. Silent Hill. So hey, we're gonna talk this NPD, man. So what the hell is this? Why isn't that showing my? Oh, it wasn't showing my icon. Yeah. So I tell you, man, Sony came in pretty crazy with this NPD stuff. So today, they said that NPD released this morning, and Sony did was the top seller console in sales and in dollars, which has been the first time since in 33 months. They dethroned the Switch, because they have been outselling the Nintendo Switch with dollar sales. Obviously, because it's the $405 product, but selling a lot. So they haven't done unit sales. The Nintendo Switch has not been beaten in unit sales at all, and it happened, and that's pretty crazy for a console that's so hard to find. Now, I understand the Switch has been around, and probably people were waiting for the OLED. So maybe people didn't go out and go buy tons of Switches. It's not like Nintendo put them on sale. But then the OLED is $50 more, too. So it's not like the OLED was replacing the other Switch. So, yeah, maybe people, it's just another one. So, like, yeah, maybe people want to save the $50. But still, there was a Switch Lite that came out. And still, they were not dethroned. And this was the first time in 33 months that they outsold unit sales the Nintendo Switch. 33 months, man. Just about 3 years. Just wait. Xbox won in June, the most important month of the year. Yeah, they won the June, most important month of the year. They won. Get the fuck. Yeah, and they won in dollar sales too. They won in dollar sales. Nobody's done unit sales. That's why this is such a big deal. Talking about the NPDs. So that was huge. Then the other thing that came out here was where's the other thing? The other thing that came out here was that the Deathloop came in like top. Oh damn, where the hell is my thing? I had it all bookmarked. I got Bootloeg Joel all over my friggin' screen. Hold on. I had the lists here. Oh no, what I did, I bookmarked one of the yeah, Matt Piscatell did it. Hold on, I get heads up. So, how is it? There they are. Yeah, so for PlayStation platforms, we had Deathloop number 4, Ghosts, and this is the thing. Tales of Arise did well too. I think it got 6 on Xbox. We'll see Xbox next. But Spider-Man and Ghost of Tsushima, they were 2 and 3, and now they're 6 and 7. These Sony games are holding in there. And then Deathloop, which is an exclusive, it was not down here. It was number 4. So it sold pretty damn well. So those high review scores really carried it. I'm going to tell you right now, don't buy Deathloop. I bought Deathloop on day 1. Don't buy Deathloop. Don't fall into those high reviews. Because I'm going to tell you right now, that game is frustrating. And it is just, the AI is dumb. Don't buy Deathloop. Don't be a silly grinder that I was and bought it. Because I'm telling you right now, the problem with Deathloop is that the mission structure sucks. I'm supposed to kill this dude, and you actually kill the same person over and over again. They're in the same spot over and over again. And you still don't progress because you didn't sit and listen to you had to sneak in and listen to somebody say something, then follow that person, then listen to the thing, then kill them. Meanwhile, if you raise the alarm, the whole stupid ass place comes after you, you wind up killing everybody, and you kill them. The person that you were supposed to wait and do Hitman style. Like, that's the problem with Deathloop, is that they want, in order to get, here's the Deathloop rant, but in order to proceed in the game, you need to line up all your, because there's over 8 characters, right? You can't kill them all in one day. There's only 4 times during the day. So you need to get them all in the same spot. And it's not like you're doing anything to get them in the same spot, but what you do is you got to listen to the story and approach it in a certain way so that the story progresses, and that you do little things that make them go to a certain place to be there. And the path to follow that is not very clear, because it just says, you got to go here and assassinate this person, but listen in. So I listen in, and then as I'm listening, I get found. I wind up getting the alarm raised. The whole place comes after me, and the first person that I kill is actually the person, because you don't know which one it is. You got to try to extract them out there. But if you just kill everybody, you kill the person that you're supposed to kill. So you don't have to do the hit. I can just stand outside, and the AI is so dumb. They just come funneling out the door, and I'm just shooting them all up. Like, and then one of them happens to be the person I got to do the hit on. I take the stuff and leave, and it still says, oh, well, thank you. You got an upgrade for your energy, but you didn't proceed the story. So do it all again tomorrow. So I got to fast forward to the night, do the same mission again, but I have to approach it a certain way. It's worse than Hitman. Hitman, at least you could go in there and shoot somebody and get out. If you want to play around with like, oh, let me poison their tea and then watch them drink it and do that. Like, if you're that kind of person that likes to just wait around and do this drawn out thing, then I guess. But I assume if I went around and just happened to kill them the way it happened, I should proceed them in the mission. No. I got to listen to him about his chocolate beer, and I got to follow, and I got to cancel the chocolate beer, so then he's not there that time, and he shows up a different time of day at the same time as another person I have to kill. It sucks. I'm done with it. Maybe I'll come back and visit, but I don't know. It sucks. I think it sucks. It is not entertaining at all. Yo, what's up, Salty? Hey, Salty, the Grindhouse is open if you want to jump on in, man. It's a bachelor Grindhouse tonight. But Jaydub had to go. His allergies are getting him. But yeah. So it sold 4. I was one of them, but do not buy Deathloop. All right? Do not buy it. AI is dumb, and the story progression sucks. Move on. And see, I spent $60 on the game, and I felt like a dumbass. I wish I could refund it and buy the Crisis trilogy instead. Which I'm probably going to buy the Crisis trilogy anyway. So anyway, Deathloop, don't buy that one. Tales of Arise, do buy. I wish I bought that one. Plus, they had a demo. Oh, I was talking about Deathloop. I was talking about the NPDs. We're going into NPDs and refrigerators, Salty. The main topic. Refrigerators and NPDs, and how Sony is focusing on games and Microsoft's focusing on paraphernalia. But we're just going over the NPDs here, and I was just talking about how Sony did their stuff. But look at the thing is, it's very interesting that, the Ghosts and Marvel still say they're Sony games, right? So now let's go see the good old Xbox. Now, the one thing that's not on here, I saw some people running around. I'm hating on the 10 out of 10 Deathloop. Yes, Salty, smart move. Do not buy Deathloop. You heard the Grind's approval. Do buy Kana. Don't buy Deathloop. All right, I'm on the 3rd boss on Kana. Awesome game. I love it. Don't buy Deathloop. So, another thing that was on this, speaking of Kana's not on here. I saw people going, well, have that same energy with Kana that you had for Psychonauts. And I'm like, oh, damn. Oh, damn, they got us grinders. Oh, they're talking slick. Kana came out on September 21st. They're talking slick. So the grinder actually went into some research, because I do research. I don't talk out my booty hole. Yeah. And so somebody actually asked that question to good old Matt Piscatella. And look what he said. Hey, anything to glean from the absence of Kana? Didn't show up anywhere. And Matt Piscatella says this. Physical hasn't been released yet, which we know. As of, same thing with Psychonauts, right? The physical didn't release yet. But the publisher is not a participant for digital tracking, unfortunately.
Now, whatever your name is, get ready for the big surprise.
Interesting. I'm glad you liked it, Aaron. Aaron, if you could help me with Deathloop, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I know I gotta listen to the dude, but man, I always spark the alarm. Anyway. Oh yeah, they did feel good, the DualSense. I would just say the DualSense and the sound is pretty damn good, but the AI and just the progression of the missions, like I said, drives me crazy. But yeah, the publisher is not a participant for digital tracking. So I don't know. It is. I think that's pretty interesting. So I don't know if that's the same thing that happened on Psychonauts, but Kana is great. Go buy it. Okay, buy it. $40, yes. Digital, yes. Physical, even better. No, it didn't shot. So that was the thing. So Kana did not shot. Where is it? Yeah, I'll go back to my thing here. What else, man? Yeah, Kana did not chart. But then you go look over at good old Xbox one here. I don't see one Xbox game here having legs at all. Now it says here at the bottom for both of them, it says physical and full game digital from Nintendo, eShop, PlayStation, Steam, and Xbox platforms for publishers of the digital leader panel ranked in dollar sales. So it includes them. So I don't know what's up with Kana. You know, I don't know why their digital sales didn't on there, but that was something I found out. So I wanted to share with you, Grinders. But yeah, like look at this thing. There's no first party on here at all. Flight Sim, Psychonauts. Like, I guess Forza will be here in November. But my God, like Gears, like there's no like these everlasting titles. You know, you see Miles Morales like launched last year and is still showing up in Sony's NPDs. I don't know, Josh. I don't know if Sony published it or not. I assume they did. I don't know. But that's what was Piscatel's in response. I have to look and see. But I just think that, you know, it's interesting looking at the Xbox top platform sales. Not one of these games here, Tales of Horizon here is very good. But no, it's interesting, not one of these games in here are in Game Pass. Remember Game Pass leads to more sales? Remember that? Hokey Dokey Phil Ness?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit. Phil! I'm not letting you through. Can't come through the mic, Phil. Valhalla still. I know, right? Weird. Valhalla last month was friggin' ranked 3 on Xbox. Jesus. That Ubisoft trash carrying the fucking... Why? Because it got like a 60 frames per second update? Oh my God. Oh, really? The BS blog sergeant said that? Hold on, let me see.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yo, what's up, Salty? How you doing, man?
Chilling.
Thanks for jumping on.
What's good?
Nah, nothing much. They were saying that the PlayStation blog said something about Kana topping sales charts. Let me look up that. PS blog. So what do you think of those NPDs? Oh,
most downloaded is so in the UK it was the top downloaded for the PlayStation 5, I believe. I think I talked about that.
That's what it was.
And it was like 2 or 3 for US. So I mean, it was up there for PlayStation. It's weird. I've never heard that you have to publish your results, and I'm not sure why they wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I thought it was weird, but somebody asked about it, and then yeah, that's what he said. But yeah, I'm loving it. You definitely, no matter if it's not on there or not, but you should definitely, everybody should go buy it. It's an incredible game. But what'd you think about the Sony dethroning the Nintendo?
Yeah, I thought, I talked about that today in my video. I think it's good. I mean, obviously Nintendo's, it's weird because I had this discussion in the comment section with people. They're like, "Oh, don't worry, next month." People are waiting for that OLED, so that's the only reason why it dethroned it. And I was like, well, first of all, there's a difference between units sold and actual dollar amount, So the thing is, when you're looking at the Switch, it has a big advantage because of the price, right? I mean, what is I bought mine at like $300, I think. I don't know, but
yeah,
it's
300.
cheaper.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. So how much is that Lite or Switch Lite?
The Switch Lite, I think it's $199. It's $200. Yeah, it's $100 less.
So you think about that. That's $200. You can get a Switch, and that they include that in units sold. So I was telling people, like, even if it is the top or the king or it remains that way, the Switch is a glorified handheld, in my opinion, because it can't be classified as one or the other. You know what I'm saying? It's a hybrid. So it's like, yeah, you do have to include it in the console space. But at the same time, in my opinion, the way I use it, it's a handheld for me because I never dock mine. But I know there's people out there that do dock theirs.
Yeah, mine's docked all the time.
Yeah, so I can't say it's just one thing or another.
Yeah.
But when it comes to dollar sales, PlayStation's been dominating that
They've
for a
been,
while.
yeah.
So,
It's the unit
yeah,
sales that they thrown them in, which is crazy because
is
that's
crazy,
33
yeah.
months, almost 3 years since Nintendo, and that's even with the Switch Lite. That's with the consoles even releasing, like the PS5 and Series X, and everybody releasing last year, still didn't beat Nintendo in unit sales. Pretty crazy. They beat them in dollar sales. So,
and then I'd never heard from Nintendo like their reports and stuff. I don't even know if they talk about this, but PlayStation was talking pretty quick that they were turning a profit. If you hear stuff, my kids are crazy. Sorry. They're turning a profit on the PlayStation 5 almost immediately, a couple months after launch, which is insane. So I would really want to know, because they're using that old Switch has that LCD screen and all this other stuff. So I really want to know how much they're making off of each unit they sell. It'd be interesting to see what kind of profit they're making off of that, because the tech in there is like what? It's pretty old, to be honest.
Oh yeah, so it is old tech. So and even the new one, they say like it feels like better. It's better quality, and also the screen size is a little bit larger. And so, but the thing is that it's still $50 more though. Like it's not replacing the 300 one. Hey, who's that? Is that Link? Hey, what's up?
Yeah,
man?
yeah.
What's up, man? Yeah, like the fact is that oh, wait a second, Guapzilla just tweeted me something. All right, hey Link, what do you think of those NPDs?
And I really haven't looked at it, so I don't know. I mean, I've seen some tweets, but I don't know what's going on.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, I'm gonna show Guapzilla sent me. All right, where is
what? Didn't PlayStation win or something like that?
PlayStation won both in sales and in units. It dethroned Nintendo for the first time in 33 months. So it's pretty crazy.
Right. I heard that. Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh yeah, let me get over here and share this. So he said that I think it is what Salty was saying, Guap, about the Kenna top the 2021 top downloads is Kena, and then here it is. Deathloop was there, and then here's Kena 3. So top downloads. Yeah, I don't know what Biscatello was saying, why it didn't chart. He said that the publisher didn't share the digital numbers, so it didn't chart, because I was surprised.
That's like downloads on PlayStation. It's not actual sales, but it's like how do you download a game if you don't buy it?
It's not a Game Pass deal, so I don't know. Yeah. But the main thing to take away from the sales thing is that it's interesting that Sony games that you see like Spider-Man Miles Morales, like Ghost of Tsushima, are like still fluttering around their top 10. And I know Ghost got the update, so that refreshed it. But Miles Morales, I have to say, like the thing is that these titles have legs. And when you look at the Xbox sales, there is no legs. They're cut off at the legs. They are just the same kind of... There's nothing in there from Game Pass. So there's no evidence there that anything in Game Pass is giving anything a sales boost. It's not giving any boost. And we haven't really seen that. All we heard was Phil Spencer talk out his ass and say, oh, well, we're seeing that, Game Pass leads to more sales. That's what he wants you to think. He thinks that more people play.
That's what he said. That's what he said. More people, more sales, right? When it's in Game Pass, right? That's what they said, right?
Yeah, right. But there's not one game in Game Pass on his thing. So like,
if you use common sense, that wouldn't make sense.
Exactly. Why would you buy it if you get the game, especially the Microsoft games? Like, you're getting them in there
especially
forever.
That bullshit they put in there.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the
right.
bullshit. Exactly. Especially the bullshit they put in there. Like, maybe if it was some real high quality stuff, people would just go buy it. But the thing is that he was saying that stuff. He was saying that stuff back when games that were traditionally pre-ordered will go in there. See, like Outriders. People will say Outriders, right? They'll be like, hey, Outriders is on NPDs and it's in Game Pass. But you got to realize that people pre-ordered Outriders, and it wasn't until 2 weeks before the game released that they said it was in Game Pass. So a lot of that was people traditionally buying the game, and you just happened to flip the switch on them at the end. But if you announce a game's coming to Game Pass from day one, I really want to see, Back for Blood and stuff like that. Everybody's going, oh, everybody's playing it. I want to see its sales. I want to see where it charts on Xbox, Back for Blood.
If Microsoft has a marketing deal with a game, like what Scarlet Nexus, I think they had. But it didn't launch in Game Pass, and the sales reflected that, because a lot of people didn't know that the game was not going to be in Game Pass. because most of the time they market something, it's usually in there, but they ended up putting it in there later because its sales was trash on Xbox, so they had to put it over there.
Well, speaking of what Xbox is focused on, so like while Sony and Nintendo are duking it out, Microsoft just seems to be unleashing the Walmart brand of the Walmart sector of Xbox. They have the donuts, the shoes, the hat, they got Bootloeg Joel, the character, who doesn't have a name yet, and now they got the fridge. So if you didn't know, they really talked about this fridge, which was a meme to begin with. It was a meme because the Xbox design looked like a refrigerator, and it looked like a mini fridge because it was just this box that it was pretty uninspired. So Aaron Greenberg, I remember when he did one of his things with his like 320p webcam, put like a fridge behind them and started them and was embracing the meme that everybody was making it to be a fridge. Well, Microsoft embraced the meme and actually made a fridge because they beat out Skittles. I didn't record it, but I saw Spaces created. It was the Xbox symbol sent up like the goddamn bat signal. And every single influencer came out of the woodwork. They came out of the Phil Ness, wiped it off their face. They looked up in the sky and they saw Greenberg made the calling card. Dude, this Twitter Spaces, I went in there and my hands were on my face the whole time. I got a clip from it, Grindhouse. I clipped it because I could not believe what I was hearing. I went into this thing and it said, let's talk about the fridge. I thought that was a joke. I thought that was a ruse. Dude was hosting a Spaces talking about the fridge. This is what they were talking about. Hear it.
Maybe somebody else with the right configuration can find a way to get more and slam it shut. But for sure, tin cans, I've tried both, like a soda, standard 12-ounce soda can, and the taller, thinner 12-ounce like energy drink cans, and you get 10 in, all good. There's 2 shelves in there that are removable.
Yeah, safe to say 10 12-ounce cans can fit comfortably side by side, shoulder to shoulder. Packing may vary depending on how well you are at cramming things in, or if you're, fitting in seltzers, claws to Pepsis.
Yeah, that's awesome. John, thoughts? Are you in the group, or did you get more than 10 in?
I'm going to vote for 10. There are 2 small shelves on the door that you can also remove, but ultimately, 10's your best bet.
The shelves on the door. So the shelves on the door, you put like little candies in or whatever.
Yep.
But I didn't know those were removable. That's super interesting. I'm walking over to my mini fridge right now. I'm opening it up. Oh yeah, I see how they come out. Yeah, you just slide right out. Yep.
Aaron has to rub it in. He has to rub it in.
That's the closing of the mini fridge. All right.
Somebody's got to test these boys.
Sorry, I would love to answer your questions about the limited edition console.
Somebody asked the question about the Halo limited edition of console. I didn't record that. I'm like, these people are counting how many soda cans fit in this refrigerator. 400 people in a Twitter space, and he's talking about, and then this thing continued for another hour. And they said this.
It's embarrassing
with the fridge that we're making.
Here's another one.
And the Zoa energy drinks are super big too, so I don't know how many you can fit in that thing, but they're
this was an hour later.
Size energy drinks. So anyway, should we do one more, Stein?
My hand was so far in my face, I must have been feeling my brain. I'm like, they were in there 45 minutes later, still talking about how many Zoa cans they could fit in this refrigerator. Dude, let me tell you. First off, this refrigerator, it's $100. Secondly,
$100.
It's overpriced because it's not even a real refrigerator with a condenser. It's one of those thermoelectric ones that you get at Walmart for $40 that you can put a couple of cans in it. It's a toy.
I have one. You can't have it running like all the time.
It's a toy. It takes away the hot air out of it. It's a thermoelectric one. It's not even a real refrigerator, with a compressor and all that other stuff. Dude,
it's overpriced too because you can buy one just like that for like
Oh my
30
god,
or 40 bucks.
Yeah, yeah. Because like $100, you're looking at actually a real mini fridge. But the thing is that they went on, and he was like, "Well, you know what? You know, we're happy. We're launching in a bunch of regions. We really want to reach out to all the regions." He was treating this like it was a friggin' console launch. He was
think about this.
Yeah, well,
go ahead, Sophie.
No, I was gonna say that it's weird to me. Like you guys know my history, maybe don't, but it's just weird how out of touch the people in charge of a company can be, and it just continues on and on and on and on and on. Right? They legit admit that they've become meme status, and they act like they're because their memes become realities, right?
Yeah.
With the fridge and with some other stuff like with Craig, and they try to just like turn it into something else, but it's like we're not laughing with you.
Mm-hmm.
We're laughing at you, dog. Like we're not laughing with you. It doesn't matter how you spin this shit. It is a joke the way you guys are running this gaming company, and tons of people talked about it before. Microsoft lacks soul.
Mm-hmm.
The head dude at Apple talked about it a long time ago. R.I.P. Steve Jobs. He says they steal. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like they lack that soul. And it's like you could see that. They're putting all their eggs and ducks in the wrong basket all the time. They have the wrong people in place. They never have the people that would stand up for the right stuff or even know what to do in place. And that's why they're a meme. It's like Xbox as a brand is the butt of jokes and memes and all this other stuff because they continually do it. It's like it's a head.
It's not even surprising anymore. It's not even surprising.
No.
They were able to get out a refrigerator before they put out an exclusive game for their next generation console.
Dude, after E3, they confirmed that the refrigerator was on track for the holiday. Meanwhile, we still never had a release date for Halo. I'm like, oh my god! Like I just don't. You're right. They're so disconnected, and it's like. The refrigerator might be funny and cool if you had a lineup of games that people were celebrating and doing stuff. And now you could give the fridge. You could do the PlayStation hat now because you go. And no one else too. I noticed, is that it's not even merchandising and branding about the IPs or the games that they have. It's all just like Xbox. Like it's just so like it's the brand of Xbox that you would like. Where's your branding? Of like Sea of Thieves, State of Decay, is it worth it? Any of your IP that people want to celebrate and embrace. Like you still can't make custom controllers with like skins from different games and stuff. It's all just like blues and reds and midnight red and sneaker white, and it's all this general bull. And then on top of that, all your merchandising is just for Xbox the brand. But what about the games? Like you can't just be. Here's the sneakers. It's so sad that you're celebrating Xbox 20 years and you don't have a friggin' game you can't even release the Halo on that 20-year anniversary feature complete. It's amazing. 20 years later, and Halo is a forgettable thing that comes out on December 8th. You couldn't even get that out to celebrate 20 years of Halo. After a year delay.
Where's the campaign footage? Where's that?
Well, I don't know. I'm sure they'll do some sort of highlight trailer on December 8th or November, whatever they do, that 20 year.
That Craig stuff really kind of it showed that now that that's happened, they're like really hesitant about showing us anything.
They haven't shown anything
because not since then.
No,
I don't think we're going to see anything till right up until launch.
Yeah, and
I'm looking
again.
I'm looking up how long Aaron Greenberg's been head of marketing.
Oh, he's been there forever, man, and he's changed his tone a lot too.
Yeah,
he's been all about sales and NPDs. He'll be right in front of this NPD news, going, "We outsold Sony this month again." Xbox, yeah. He stopped talking about that.
I think one of the universal things is that even like the hardest core Xbox people could admit that the Xbox marketing sucks ass, and this dude has been the head of marketing for as long as I can remember. It's like for some reason at Microsoft, I don't know, it's just their culture over there, but I swear you could just be the worst at your job and continue to do it for forever.
Look what Phil did, man.
Shannon
everything.
What has Phil done
Yeah,
since he
Shannon
was Shannon Loftus? They put her in a bunker.
Oh my god.
The head lady at Halo, what's her name?
Bonnie Ross.
Bonnie Ross.
Matt
Booty.
Like, hey,
where's that
Shannon
Booty?
Loftus over? What is Shannon Loftus over?
She's a part of the Xbox Game Publishing, which brings us to the other disconnect that they have, that stupid disaster last night where they're going, Xbox Game Studios Publishing. This is supposedly what she's in front of. Like, this is Age of Empires.
Oh, that was a disaster, yeah.
Oh, my God. So yesterday, they go, I don't think you can read this. I got to zoom in probably because this screen capture is, I don't think it's going to work. Is that going to work? No, it's not. So they basically said, Xbox Studios Game Publishing goes, we're excited to kick off something special tomorrow. Just give us one more day to prepare the chickens. And then then just after that, people say chickens, they think Fable, because that's the thing that they announced, right? Fable. Then they go, we call it our Fable anniversary, but that name was already taken. And they had over 8,000. That was just a screenshot. 8,000 likes on the first one, and then after the chickens, people are speculating, hey, Fable. They go, we'd call it our Fable anniversary, but that name was already taken. And then they had to apologize for that because everybody thought there was going to be a Fable announcement of gameplay today. Disconnected, face palm in hand, like just face palm. What, like, you are just, like, you know, and this shows when they do this kind of stuff, it shows that the people don't care about your donuts. They don't care about your fridges. They don't care about your sneakers. They care about games, because when you tease something like this blows up because people want to know about the games. And this, it pulled, because you know, if they did tease Halo and show Halo, there would have been a different tone today. And even last night, when this was going around, you really, and then to scratch your head, you really think they were going to just drop some Fable gameplay on a Monday, October 18th, when they went through 3 goddamn game shows,
right, and
didn't even acknowledge the game existed? And they're just going to do a Friday gameplay reveal. Are you people stupid? I saw so many videos and go, oh, tomorrow, let's start an Xbox party. Let's go tomorrow. Like, are you dumb? Are you that out of touch? You know they're out of touch. They had plenty of opportunities to show you Fable gameplay if it existed, if the game is even out of pre-production. But guess what? You don't know. We don't know. And then on top of that, these dopes don't know what the hell they're saying. So they retract it and then go, we apologize. Where they go? They go like, we apologize. Where did they say? Oh, where the hell was it? They go, well, where is it? We apologize that you took it that way. I got to find it now. I want to get their actual tweet. These clowns. What did they say? Xbox Game Publishing. The channel off this group. Where is it? Yeah. Then they tweeted this after that. Sorry for any confusion. We don't have any big game news tomorrow or any info about We Are Playground's upcoming Fable game. What were you talking about? What were they
going to talk? What,
dude? I don't know. Even today,
what did they announce? Did they announce anything?
They announced Outriders for Game Pass PC. That was the news today. Outriders on Game Pass PC. That's their publishing deal. That's what it is. It's coming to Xbox Game Pass. It's already on Steam, but it wasn't on Xbox. The Windows 10 shit show.
Xbox Game Pass.
It wasn't. Yeah, no, it was already on Xbox Game Pass, but it wasn't on the Windows 10. Remember
what? What was it?
Outriders. It wasn't on the Windows 10 PC.
Oh, it was just on the Xbox.
Oh yeah, you know how clear it is. It was on cloud and it was on Xbox. I think it was on cloud. Cloud. This is what I mean, where they try to finesse you with this Game Pass stuff. It's like, well, it's on. They'll announce a game 3 different times. They'll announce it when it comes to cloud. They'll announce it when it's on Xbox. They'll announce it when it comes to Game Pass on PC. Meanwhile, the same game gets announced 3 times, and it makes it look like they got more games than they do on those announced lists because they named the same game 3 times. They do this all the time. Like, you'll see a game on that list for the month, and you'll be like, wait a second. Oh, they got 10 games. Well, yeah, well, 8 of them were on Xbox Game Pass. Now they're on Windows 10 Game Pass. So, how many games you're getting, really?
Skatebird and stuff like that?
Yeah, like Bird Balls or whatever the hell it is. But, like, the thing is that I think that was their announcement, was that, because that was the only thing that came out, was Outriders was on, what did I bookmark? Where is it? Outriders was on Game Pass PC. Where is it? I think I had it somewhere. Shit, my thing's all messed up. I gotta get my things better here. Yeah, that was the announcement that they had. That was on it was my like. Here it is. I'm getting confused with the likes. Yeah, they're on right? That
When it comes to Xbox, they're either doing stuff like this where they'll like hype people up and then totally like let them down and like do dumb shit like this, or they're like either that or they're coming out and saying lower your expectations. It's either one or the other, but both lead to I don't know, lower. You know what I'm saying? Lowered results.
Yeah, we're excited to announce the hit sci-fi RPG shooter Outriders is launching for Microsoft Store on Windows and with Xbox Game Pass PC and Ultimate on October 19th. I guess that means streaming. This is what I mean. Like, you, as an Xbox, you're like, wait, what do you mean? I've been playing this game since April. It's in the Windows 10 store now. It was on Steam. It's in the Windows 10 store. There you go.
How does that have to do with chickens? I'm still confused.
I don't know. I have no clue if this was the news that they were trying to announce, because I look at their Xbox game publishing and they had nothing today. I think they were shook. Like, they had nothing today.
They didn't show off anything?
They didn't say anything today. But if you look at their response, they basically go, like look how sad. This is so friggin' sad. Xbox Game Studios Publishing says, we do not have any big game news tomorrow or any info about upcoming Fable's game. Like, they didn't even just say Fable. They're like, we have nothing about any game news or anything. We're called Game Studios Publishing, but we're announcing something, but it has nothing to do with any big
They
game
do this
news.
every show that they are not announcing anything new, and they show off like some DLC or some.
Oh my god! Like, what are you talking
What are they
about?
doing over there? What is going on?
I don't know, man.
Bullshit, man. I'm telling you.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
It funnels down from Phil himself, because like when Phil gets his shit all mixed up and says one thing and does another, you can imagine how that trickles down to the other leaders, or quote unquote leaders. You know,
I know.
He doesn't even know what he's saying half the time, because he's spinning so much shit. It's like a used car salesman, you know. It's like, what lie did I say yesterday? It's like you sold a car and it's a lemon. You're like, oh shit, I said it had air conditioning. I meant a hole in the floor. You know, that's what it was. You know, like, it's crazy because Phil Spencer. Did you guys talk about the whole Game Pass numbers?
Well, I said that I didn't want to play it because that Wall Street Journal thing is I don't want to put their video on here because it's like private video
that's fine.
thing. But yeah, but no, I did mention it. Yeah, you got to say it's all because you tweeted it out.
Yeah, basically, he was doing an interview, and the lady was straight up frank with him. Hey, last figure you gave out was 18 million, and then you did an interview, and some executive from another company said 30 million. Where are you guys at? And he was just so uncomfortable. But you could just tell by his body language. I'm not like an expert or anything, but the dude looked like he had a stick up his ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, or someone had was behind him with the gun. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to say this shit. So it's like, hey, yeah, last number was 18 million. We're gonna go with that number. You know, it's like, all right, well, that's pretty.
This is wait. This is not the interview with Strauss Zelnick.
No, this was another one.
That
Wall
was another
Street
one.
Journal today. It's on the internet.
Yeah, because we talked about that, and we're like, look, if you do the numbers, Xbox Game Pass was averaging around 4 million, and then all of a sudden they jumped 12 or whatever it was, because Strauss said the 30. First of all, the investors didn't even know the numbers because Microsoft didn't report them.
They reported them at the investment call. Yeah.
Yeah, first of all, that's a big red flag, because up to that point, Microsoft was touting numbers. Game Pass, we're growing,
January.
we're growing.
Yep.
All of a sudden, nothing.
And nobody
Right.
asked either. And that's the other
Nobody
thing.
said nothing about it.
No investors
right?
asked, or because if they asked, they gotta say it, right? So like, and this was funny because it was never shown at the investor. It was at the investors call after. It was at the call after. And it was Satya or the Satya's work, the person who worked with that woman. I forget the person's name, the woman that works with them. That she is Phil's boss. That goes to Satya, and she they usually reveal the numbers at the investors call after they go over all the numbers and stuff, and they have their presentation. Then there's like a call, like a question and answer session, and that's where Satya was releasing the numbers. It was the hour or so after the investors meeting. They have like a call after it, and they stopped doing it.
I find it funny because people were doing math like normal individuals, and then all these Xbox Pro cappers out there who have quote unquote sources and fake leakers and all this other stuff. They're like, I heard this and that and blah blah, and it's just like, look, Strauss over there, he dogged Game Pass. He said it wasn't fit to put his games in there. So how the fuck is he gonna know how many subscribers they have?
Right.
First of all, I think he was taking Phil for a walk and like taking the piss. You know what I'm saying? Like putting him on blast.
You don't believe in Game Pass.
Hey Phil, isn't it 30?
Phil, what are we at? 30 or 50? We were at 200 million. Phil,
look bad if he does it. Like if he confirms it's at 18.
Yeah,
that it's big. The gap, right? So, and then you see all these other subscription services, and I was going to tweet this out. The numbers discrepancy. I don't care if it's like one medium or another. You usually see this like exponential growth, like Disney Plus. Just crazy numbers, right? Well, but with Xbox Game Pass, they have the numbers are skewed as it is because you have dollar deals, you have trials.
They're not telling you concurrent subscribers. No concurrent subscribers either.
No, because if they're at 18. If they're at 18, trust that number's below that. Like the actual hardcore people that are subscribed for $15 a month for
I think there's just
Xbox
waiting
Game Pass Ultimate
for that Halo, for that Halo bump that they think they're gonna get.
You think it's gonna really get a big bump for Halo? I mean, I've heard this from people.
It might.
I mean, for a little time, they play the campaign and then they're out of there because the multiplayer is free to play. So why would you keep your subscription past that? It's like, well, I can play your short campaign, get a trial or a dollar deal, play Halo, and I'm done with it. I wipe my hands. So they'll have a spike.
Yeah, they'll have a spike, and that's probably what they'll announce it when the spike, but then they won't tell you when it drops off. Because I think that 18 million was a spike. I think those numbers last year were all inflated because of COVID. I think all those subscription numbers. We saw Sony lost millions of, like 10 million or whatever subscribers of PlayStation Now.
Well,
PlayStation Plus, I mean. They all went down
those numbers, since are anybody who's ever subscribed to Game Pass,
I am
it may not even be.
It's not active. They're not going to say that.
Right. And because that means if somebody just got a 99-cent or they opened a box of Pop-Tarts and got a month of Game Pass, they count.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if you play the Halo multiplayer, they don't give you 14 days of Game Pass to try out the single player. I wouldn't be surprised if they do that kind of finagling. But you know what? Even if it's 30, even if it's 30 though, how like that is? Even if it was 30, even if it was 30, 12 million in a year. Enough. All right, so when did it get to 80 million, 60 million
without any release?
No,
without any significant releases.
What I'm going to tell you, they're dropping Psychonauts 2.
That was last year's game.
Back for Blood. Those aren't games that are going to get people to subscribe because I was looking at Netflix. And they were saying they made like almost $1 billion off of Squid. What is it called? Squid Games or whatever. Squid Game. That's like a draw, right? The must buy. I got a sub to Netflix. This shit is popping. I got to get in on it. Everybody's talking about it all over social media. You subscribe,
and it's their content, and it's their content.
So I was asking myself, like, when is Game Pass going to have this kind of thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, that generates that kind of buzz or must buy. Like, I got to get Game Pass because I want to get this shit, man. This is a crazy phenomenon. This game is wild. I gotta subscribe. Like, like I said, Halo's going to give it a spike, but their numbers where they need to be, like Sean Layden talked about it, they're not even close. They're not even in the ballpark. You know what I'm saying?
No.
They need to be at like 100 mil, and that would be on the lower side of it.
Yeah.
But see,
if you're at 30 mil.
This service is killing their third party sales numbers too, because when you look at this sales, when you look at NPD or just any sales, when you compare what PlayStation, it's like really one sided. So it is not comparable to the install base they have. So I know they have a smaller install base, but third party games are doing terribly on that console.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what I said. Like you looked at the NPDs and nothing that's in Game Pass is ranking in the NPD. So this whole like this exposure that people are getting in this service, is it really turning into physical sales and digital sales?
Look, Jez, think about this. Think about this. The same people that are paying, figuring out a way to extend their Game Pass subscription by all these deals,
I know,
are going to be out here buying games that are in Game Pass when they're already scheming to try to get Game Pass at a discount. It makes no sense.
Thousands of Pop Tarts to get a friggin' month. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm scheming. I got a month of Game Pass that I'm sitting on right now that came with my PC, and I'm not activating it until Halo comes out. Like, you know,
Bro,
and that's
I'm
what
trying
I'm
to figure out.
gonna
Let me see when I cancel my auto renew. I don't even know when I paid the 99 cents whenever you could pay 99 cents.
Yeah.
And upgrade your gold.
Like the thing is I don't need Ultimate.
That's what I do.
If I'm just a PC game, I don't need Ultimate. I just need to do the I don't need the streaming to the and I'm gonna tell you, I tried. I had a free month thanks to Axel. I had a free month. And I tried that xCloud thing, right? Only certain games have the button configurations made for like a touch screen. A lot of the other games just have this overlay. And I'm telling you, man, it is like the most jarring. It doesn't have vibration. It is the most jarring thing that I could see people just, I said, it's a bot trick. It is like friggin' a magic trick at a bar. Like, hey, honey, come over here. Look at my trick. I can pull my phone. I can play a game. Yeah, that's streaming from the cloud, baby. You gonna buy a drink? Like, that's what it is. Like, it is such a stupid bot trick. Like, you know, it's probably something you'll probably get beat up with your friends, like hanging out at a movie theater, going, yo, man, look like I can do my phone. Somebody will slap that out of your hand, especially if you pull out the strap on the controller. Like, now you're really going to get beat up, like in the back alley.
I can't even figure out how much time I got left. I guess I have to do it on the Xbox, right?
You imagine you're going out with your friends and you go out to dinner and you come out there and you're waiting for, like, you know, Uber or something, and your friend pulls out an Xbox controller and a strap-on clip. God. And puts it on his phone going, yo, we got 20 minutes, man. Let me get into this game of Destiny right here.
I've never seen people doing it.
You would smack that person. Dude, he would be the comedy act of the school, and he will be smacked.
Listen, Jez, I work for Verizon, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And we used to sell the little
strap-ons.
We don't even sell them anymore because nobody was buying them. I've never seen somebody with a controller hooked up to their phone playing a game while they were waiting. I've never seen it.
Never.
It's because you can't carry a controller. What are you gonna do? Carry on like a fanny pack or something?
I don't know who this world's for, dude. I don't even see little
Cloud
kids
is the future.
doing that.
Cloud is the future.
Yeah, just like everybody's hyping up streaming on the console. Like, oh, look at this. I could just click on a game and stream. It's like, oh, wasn't that the thing why PS Now was trash? For the last decade was because you could stream from PS Now. Wasn't that why it's trash? Oh, now Xbox has it where you could stream some of their bogus-ass bullshit games that are not even worth the download. Now you can stream them on xCloud. Oh, this is the future? Oh, but PlayStation Now was streaming since 2014. I mean, oh, no, that's trash. You stream. Meanwhile, you tell them 5,000 times that, hey, only the PS3 games are streamable, forced to stream. You could download all the other PS4 games. Like, I don't understand it. I tell you, it's the stupidest thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, here, I wanted to show you something. We're talking about Game Pass numbers, right? So last year, you know, Phil, first off, I was looking for the booty. I thought I found him. He's still back and hiding that booty. But Phil comes in here and, so Phil comes in here and he does an interview last year because, you know, Phil just loves doing his interviews. And I got an interview with Phil. And hear what he says about Game Pass.
Sticking with Japan a bit, or just the region, like how valuable is the Asian market to you? And what does Xbox look like there? Do you see any value there, if any?
Absolutely, yeah. And I'm glad you say, the Asian market. And when I talk about the Asian market from a gaming standpoint, the major markets in Asia are actually very, very different from one another. If you look at the Japanese market, it's very different than the Korean market, very different from the Chinese market and the Southeast Asian market. In the case of Korea, we've launched xCloud there, and a majority of the people that are part of Game Pass right now are actually xCloud members in Korea. They're not people who are playing on PC or playing on console. They're actually members of Game Pass through console. So that's through the cloud, and I think that.
There's his eyes. I'm gonna freeze on that frame because that is some spooky ass Phil Ness right there. So yeah, a majority of the Game Pass subscribers are cell phone users in Korea. It's not Game Pass on PC. It's not the Game Pass on consoles. It is cell phone people in Korea. That's where a majority of his Game Pass subscribers.
I'm trying to use the phone!
There it is.
Yeah, they don't want that console.
There it is. The majority of the Game Pass subscribers as of 2019, a year ago, November 2020, actually 2020. This was 2020. This was last year. This was, where was this when he said this? Yeah, November 2020, November 11th, 2020. Yes, I'm leaving that face on there. That is hilarious. So, yeah, majority is Korean. I'll leave it as the meme, another meme template. So I screenshot that face.
I got it already.
The Grindhouse.
That's just, why is he doing that?
Yeah.
Why is he doing that?
He looks like he's.
Dude. That is the essence.
Drugs.
Wait a second. Oh no! Here he comes. Here he comes.
Oh yeah, I see you screen cap my face, giving that illness. Ooh. That's the face that I look at when I lie straight to your face. Cause this is the illness. My boogity eyes. Oh yeah. Yeah, screen cap that. That's me giving you that illness eye. Boom. Oh yeah. Damn.
That Phil Ness be popping. Holy crap. You're in trouble. Dude, that is the Phil Ness, man. There's the voice to go with the face. My goodness. The Grindhouse. That's right. You get him. Nobody comes to this door and offers me no 15 days of Game Pass. Get him, Grindhouse. Get him.
I tweeted it out, dude.
I don't know. I just froze it on there. He's looking at the Game Pass stuff.
Here, there you go. Hold on.
Dude. Anyway, so majority of them are the cell phone users in Korea. So like that's the main thing for xCloud is really opening them up to new markets. Like that's kind of where they're going with this streaming thing. I'm assuming they don't expect people in the United States to be pulling out, like what Link said, pulling out those clips and bringing out phone and controls and stuff at a club. Going, I'm gonna wait for some time. Oh, what? 20 minutes for my table? Hold on, let me get on this the Gears 5 here while I'm waiting for my table, and the whole family was watching this guy on the phone with a strap on and the freaking controller. The hell out of here! Man, if I ever seen that in public, I have been to like 6 PAX events. I still don't see that shit there. Nobody's doing this. Nobody puts controllers with phones. Moga gave them out for free at PAX East like 7 years ago. I still got my Moga control. I got one right here with a built-in strap on. Oh shit, pause. Right here. I'm not even using. If I pull this thing out, smack me in the face. Because I wouldn't be caught alive doing this thing. That is just ridiculous. First off, it depends on your connection, which that is still spotty stuff over there. And think about it. This is my whole thing. His world, the eyes. His world, he thinks The guy on the PC, on the phone, and on the console all enjoying themselves. Kumbaya, roast the marshmallows, pass me the chocolate. Meanwhile, the guy on PC is free, hacking away, modding some DSL files, trying to put some skins in the game. One guy is hooked up with a friggin' antenna in his ass, trying to get some decent 5G signal. And then the other guy on the console is paying a premium $60 a year for the best online experience, supposedly. And all of them are going to be playing together, enjoying a lag-free, wonderful experience. Get the hell out of here. Where is it?
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yes, I would like to have a refund.
You idiots! You've captured the stunt doubles! Why didn't somebody tell me my ass was so big?
Nobody's doing this shit, dude. Come on. Oh, man, Buck Roger. Once you try that strap-on, you'll never go back. Oh, pause. I'm like, what do you do with all those strap-ons? What do you do with all those strap-ons? You got rid of them all. People said that face is filled. That's looking at those Game Pass numbers. He's looking at him and he's like, "Oh shit, that 15 million." Yes, the majority of them are
they found out. They found out shit.
What happened? What they found out? Oh, they found out. Oh, Phil's like
Game Pass numbers.
He's like, they can't see the reflection of Game Pass numbers. And I'm gonna say, even if they come out with 30 million, you shouldn't be proud of that because they gave you 30 million with no decent damn games to warrant that 30 million. Like, you should not celebrate somebody who's not trying. And people go, I love Xbox. I love what they're doing. All they're doing is flexing their wallet. They did it with Ninja. Oh, I love what they're doing with Mixer. And they're giving Ninja all this money. They're really trying to grow the platform. And they shut it down 6 months later. So them spending money doesn't impress me much. Cue Shania Twain music. That don't impress me much. I don't care about them spending money. They bought Nokia. Oh, man, they're really serious about cell phones. How's your Windows Phone doing right now? They bought Kinect. Oh, they're serious about this future of controlless future. The future, it senses your heartbeat. It says, it gives you x-rays of your body and your skeleton. They were whacking kids, playing the stupid rowing the boat game, giving kids elbows in the face because people are all uncoordinated, not ready for Kinect. Nobody would work a damn to make a Kinect game. How's Kinect doing for you? But they spent the money. They bought the technology. How's that working out for you? They bought Skype. How's that working out for you? Come on. Them buying money, them buying stuff doesn't impress me at all. It's about how they use it. They bought Rare, thinking I'm going to get a Conquer sequel a trilogy. They couldn't even figure out where to put this mascot. They put his ass in Project Spark and then shut the whole shit down. They told me that you make the Conquer game. You make the next Conquer game in Project Spark. I guess. Well, guess what? Now you can't do it because we're shutting the whole goddamn thing down. They shut down Silicon Knights, who made Eternal Darkness, one of the scariest games on the GameCube. Made some jank-ass what was that game? Too Human. Too Bitch. Because that game is gone after the first one. They got rid of Silicon Knights. Good job. Silicon Knights and Rare. Two huge studios for Nintendo. Nintendo had no trouble with Rare. But let's go make some avatars. All right, go make some cartoons. How those avatars doing for you, everybody? How they doing? Remember, they updated them all, too. They gave them they gave them all these cool outfits and stuff, 3D models. Remember, that was a hype thing for the Xbox. How those avatars doing for you? How's that working out? The bullshit. Again, a dead plan. You want to know what else? Talking about Booster. How's that? Oh, wait.
You know what? Nobody likes you, Booster.
How's that frames per second Booster doing for you? How's that doing for you? I think they announced about 60 games totally, 70 games in June or July. You've been getting weekly updates, monthly updates. How's Booster doing? I haven't seen an update for frames per second Boost since June. It was like 70 games they did. They give you want to play your old games, there you go. How's that working out for you? They are disconnected. They sit there and have a stream, 400 people talking about how many cans they could fit in a bootleg refrigerator. And they like that there's a USB on the front to charge your 5 billion controllers that they sold your stupid ass. 400 people, the Xbox signal was shined up in the sky to talk about how many cans I could put in the refrigerator. But Halo weekend, you think Aaron Greenberg will start a Twitter space going, what did you think? How was it? What's the feedback? Are you excited? Nah. Why would we do that for a game? But let me call about the refrigerator and give you details about the shelves and how many markets we're launching in and trying to talk about the accessory tray that you could put candies in it. Are you kidding me? We're sitting here not even know if Craig is going to have a Fu Manchu, a mustache, a beard, chest hairs like the Bee Gees and chains. We have no clue what Craig is going to look like and what that campaign is, nor Bootleg Joel doesn't even have a real name. But let's have a call about the refrigerator. You could pre-order it, though. Oh, and let me tell you about these Xbox sneakers. Oh, and let me send a bunch of Xboxes out to a bunch of Twitter people. There's some donuts. But Forza's snackable. Are there going to be donuts in Forza? It's made. It's a Game Pass game. That's not a good thing to put on your box. Forza Horizon 5 built for Game Pass? Oh shit, that's a pause. But the disconnect is there. Let's have Xbox Game Publishing. Who even knows what the hell they talk about? But they're going to do a tweet and tease Fable with chickens and then say Fable anniversary. Are you stupid? Are you dumb? Because you just played yours so... And then the... Oh my God. Did you see all the articles? They're like bees to honey. The same folk. Bees to honey. You want to know what inside is? I'm going to give you a job. You guys didn't tell me anything about how Halo development was going. Everything is good. That's the only thing I know something about the inside is. The inside is everything is great. Everything's working fine. They got 100 people doing this. Everything's on track. Everything looks good. It looks great. I never hear an insider going, yo, shit's fucked up over there. I don't hear that from an insider. No insider told me that Halo Infinite's fucking trash development right now. No, everything's fine. Even as of January, they're putting the spit shine on the game. Campaign was done in January. Oh, okay. Just to come to find out in August that half the shit's not available at launch. Oh, okay. What are they shining up? Craig's forehead. You know? Yeah. But January, the insider said everything's fine. Don't worry about it. No panic here. No panic. They're the ones that stand in the street going, guys, the media's not coming. What the fuck's that thing over your shoulder? It looks like it's coming right for us. No, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It'll pass us. It's just a little breeze. It's going to get blown away. No, that shit's coming right for us, right there. It looks like we're going to die. No. My friends told me. I heard good faith that NASA, I have some insiders in NASA, that media's going to fly right over us. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Inside is, yeah. Everything's fine and dandy. Looks great. You want that God of War quality? Oh, yeah, Hellblade will bring it. Will that? What did you see? Well, I didn't see any gameplay, but I hear it's doing okay. You know what? Screw the insiders. Microsoft has to get in front of this. They need to show the games and stop having the world interpret this shit for them. That's the problem number one. Don't have a call about a refrigerator. Take some time and show the game. Maybe if they did show the friggin' Fable game today and some gameplay, maybe they'll gain some respect. Maybe they'll be, oh, wow, they're not messing around. Remember how they flexed the Series X and Hellblade on that show? I was like, oh, damn. People are like, oh, Microsoft is back. Xbox is back. Look at them. They're not messing around this generation. Just to come a year later and release the console again without games. But they thought they turned it around. Some horse shit right there. There's my podium. I came down from my podium now. Enough of this. Phil Spencer eyes are freaking me out here. I gotta turn him off. He's freaking me out. He's like staring into my soul. He's trying to finesse me over the interwebs. But anyway, any other comments on the disconnect that they have? Because, you know, Sony, you know, everybody's saying Sony's in trouble because they got no games anymore. Because, you know, all we count is November and December. So, you know, everybody's saying that Xbox is going to bring it with Forza and Halo and Game Pass. But I'm going to tell you one thing. Sony is going to, I am sure that Game Awards thing, there's going to be some news from everybody. And I think that's the only place where we might see something from Microsoft. Hopefully we see Hellblade gameplay and Fable gameplay and Perfect Dark gameplay. Show it all. You need to. Don't show me a trailer. You know what's... oh, my God. I'm not going to go on this because it's time to pull the plug. But you know what's funny is that at E3, they had an opportunity to show someone... They showed... Oh, no, was it Gamescom? They showed a trailer to a multiplayer trailer for a character that you do not play for the multiplayer for Halo.
What?
That's what they showed. The woman who was talking to the Spartans, her backstory, CGI, was what they decided to show for the multiplayer. Who? So you mean
nobody cares about,
dude? The cutscene of the woman speaking to the Spartans,
I think I remember that.
Her backstory. That's what that was their big opportunity. What was it? A multiplayer trailer? Like, where is it?
Wait.
Which one was it? Was it this?
Can they get anything right over there?
No. This was their. Where is it? I want to look. I'll show it.
Yo, Jez, my wife's got to take the dog out for a walk.
All right,
so
man. Yo, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks for having me on, man.
No, man. Thank you. Thank you. Come on,
You're my number one customer.
Hey, thanks, Just a Guy. $5. He goes, Xbox had the balls to launch a next-gen console with no next-gen games, and they have no exclusives. Absolutely pathetic. And I can't wait for them to burn. Ooh. You know what? Sometimes, Just a Guy, I'm like, you know what? Just sit back and watch it all burn, because that's the only way. Because I don't think they're listening. They say they're listening, but I don't think they're listening because they're not doing anything different. They're pandering to the audience.
Wait a minute. They're not doing anything different? What do you mean? They're poised to be the market leader. That's what I've been seeing on Twitter. They're winning this generation.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Stuff. They're winning the generation.
They're dominating. They're
I know. Dude, that's right. They are. Oh, here it is.
Are these people that say this stuff, is it like, do they really feel this way, or are they just delusional?
No, it's just delusion. It's just to get clout.
It's just how can you win when you're not even putting out any games? I don't. And when you do put out a game, guess what? It's another Halo and Forza. Like
I know. And then on top of that, Halo, Forza, which look great. You start saying it's a Game Pass game with snackable arcade modes in it, and it's like, oh man, that's not what I want to hear. I want to hear bigger and better. Then I see Halo, and it's.
But that's what I was saying. Like,
this is the trailer.
But that's what I was trying to.
It's the backstory to this multiplayer trailer of this woman speaking to these Spartans. What? This has nothing to do with Chief. This is her. Like, what is this? This has nothing to do. You don't play as her. She doesn't. You don't play as any maskless Spartans in the multiplayer. You don't do any of this stuff. And then she gets rescued by ODSTs. What does this have to do?
Yeah, that didn't really make any sense.
This has nothing to do with anything. Unless they're going to have a story campaign in the multiplayer, which I didn't see any of that in the beta. But what is this? This is when they had an opportunity. We're going to Gamescom. We're going to E3. We're going to
When did they show this? When did they show this?
This was E3. I think this was E3.
2020?
No, this year. This year at E3.
2021?
Yeah, this year.
Damn.
And then they showed the Halo Infinite gameplay trailer after this.
Because we hadn't seen the multiplayer yet at that point, right?
Year, right? Nikki says this is genius marketing. Yeah, it's like, oh, when's the movie coming out? And then you're like, who's that person? This is how she became an ODST. This is how she became a sergeant. Just the guy is just that guy. Nah, man. No, but seriously, sometimes you just gotta Microsoft just stumbles over themselves. They do it to themselves. Look at last night. Nobody was looking at Xbox Game Publishing for any news.
Right. What were they thinking?
I don't know.
You're my #1 customer.
Just got $5. He goes, what pisses me off the most is people call me a fanboy for criticizing next-gen console launching with no next-gen games. These people are sick. It does.
Phil said they don't need any next-gen games. Phil said they don't need any next-gen games. Halo doesn't have to be a critical success. I mean, everything he says is like...
I know. But it does piss you off, because the thing is, and that's why I even do this thing, is because, I speak how I feel about it, and, people label all your fanboy ponies, this. I don't give a shit. You want to know what? This is how I feel about it. If you're in such a way, then that's a problem with you. If you think they're fine, then enjoy, because guess what? All you're doing is just hurting yourself, because I know damn well half of those Xbox guys, they didn't want this shit. Nobody wanted, because nobody was talking about this shit. Everybody was talking about Titanfall and Rise, and nobody and Sony was the indie station. Greatness awaits. I was there. We were making fun of Sony because we would just say Sony didn't have anything. They weren't ready to take on the beast of Xbox. Xbox had deals with Titanfall, with Rise, the Tomb Raider deal. Microsoft was fighting, getting back that publicity that they lost because they started with TV. Which I didn't mind the Snap features. I didn't mind that stuff because they had the games to support that stuff. If they had no games and said, hey, snap and watch Netflix, I'm like, bullshit. But I was playing Titanfall. Right. I was playing Rise. I was ready for Halo, ready for Gears Ultimate. Think about all the games that they had. And then just to watch in the last 4 years since they've been going this PC route, their games devolve, their quality devolve, their output devolve. And then people saying that it's better than ever.
That's what they keep saying. Xbox is back. Xbox is back. I've been hearing that. Back. They didn't put out a game. How are they back? I don't understand. Or people saying this generation is way better than last gen. They're starting out worse than they did last generation.
Exactly.
They ended with no games and started with no games.
Exactly.
What are people saying?
I have no clue. That's why sometimes I can't even do a show just to think about fanboys, because I see what Xbox is doing. And I'm like, if these people want to ride this train to the ground, same things. Well, like people going like, oh, the cloud, you don't need the console anymore. I'm like, what? You're the person that what? You're basically signing the demise of the thing that you love. Oh, it's all about cloud and PC gaming. I'm like, you could give a shit about PC gaming. Why are you celebrating them putting all your games day and date? You want to see why Halo is Halo at launch edition?
You're my #1 customer.
You want to see? I'm going to show you right now. Here's the problem right here. Yo, what's up, Social Destruct? He goes, if all else fails, they do have the fridge. Xbox is back. Shout out to Social Destruct. Yeah, they got the fridge. You can put your head in it and friggin' freeze yourself. Cryo chamber. Know what they're going to make next? They're going to make an Xbox freezer. So you could go in there like goddamn Michael Jackson. You could freeze your ass and come out when the games come out. Freeze my ass for 6 years. Cryo freeze my ass. And then I'll come out and be like, Phil, is the game's ready? Yo, no, it's going to be a few more years. Get back in the cryo freeze. That's the bullshit they're going to do. They're going to make a friggin' Xbox freezer to time freeze you to wait for the games. Meanwhile, they'll keep you... And the only way that you'll keep frozen in there is by subbing to the Game Pass.
You're my #1 customer.
Just the guy, he goes, the only reason I have PS Now is because it makes it easier to switch from the Xbox Series L. No exclusive. Irrelevant console. Confirmed. I blame Phil. I blame Phil too. You want to know why Halo is in the condition that it is? Let's read it. Here it is. Xbox launching on Xbox Series X, S, Xbox One, Windows 10 PC, Xbox Cloud Gaming. You wonder why Halo Infinite is diluted. It's a step back. Assassination's coming later. You wonder why Forge is not there. Co-op for the first time ever, not at launch. Besides Halo 1.
They said they don't use co-op.
Yeah, they don't use co-op anymore. That's right. I played co-op with Halo 3 and from a hotel Wi-Fi lagging as hell just to get through the story with my friends. That's how crazy a co-op is in Halo. Look at all those places. Look at how thin Halo Infinite is spread. Look at it. It's on everything but sliced bread. And I bet you this Halo Infinite has less legs in playing than any of the Halos. And it's on more devices.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. I think what you're going to see is just like what they saw with Back for Blood. You're going to see that initial spike. You're going to see everybody playing it for the first week. And then after a week or so, by Christmas, I think it's going to be done. The spike is
that free to play. Did you talk about half the levels not having anything?
What do you mean?
Like any rewards? The free levels on Halo and the Halo that don't have any rewards.
Last week.
Oh yeah,
I found that chart.
You did talk.
Yeah,
I don't. Was I on that show? I don't think
no,
I was.
You didn't come on.
It is a free to play game, and they shouldn't have went this way. I don't think we're going to get a full multiplayer, fully featured game.
We don't even know what's at multiplayer. We don't even know how many maps, what game modes. We have no clue as to what they're launching with. We know what they're not launching with, but we don't know about Griffball. We don't know about Infection. We don't know what game modes. They don't even have a new game mode. They don't have like a war zone or what was the other one that they had?
Maybe they do. They just haven't told us.
When? Dude, when? Data War says, I stayed with the PS3 and said if Xbox was the better console next time around, I would move to Xbox. I stayed with PlayStation. Dude, yeah. Like I tell you,
what do you mean? They got 12 teraflops in VRR and VRS and Dolby Atmos and Dolby. They got everything.
Dude, they got friggin' VRR, VAS, VAGINA. They got them all. They got
all these things.
Yeah. They got vagine. Vagine. They got vagine. That's what they got. Dude, I saw somebody put a list together of all that bullshit that you're talking about. And it was like a recipe of bullshit, really. And it's just like this VRR, VRS, there's some, not even the Hovis method. It was some other guy's method, like Hansen or something like that. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
They got more buzzwords than they got games.
Exactly.
That's the problem. They got everything more than games, more shoes than games, more donuts than games. I mean,
donuts,
everything,
refrigerators, hats, bootleg Joel toys. Who wants to buy? Man, I feel.
Oh, they got
bad.
A bootleg Joel toy,
dude. You saw the bootleg Joel face? It's on my thumbnail. The bootleg Joel toy. That's where the bootleg Joel comes from. Where is he? They got the toy, and they got the where is the bootleg Joel toy? Like, I just feel bad. Who wants to buy a character without a name? It's so sad. It is the saddest thing that I've ever seen. Like, it really embodies the representation of how empty Xbox is. Like, it really does. It's so eerie that you'll sell a product. Where is he? Where are you? Bootleg? Where are you? Don't hide on me, bootleg. Where are you? Where I have him. I know we got bootleg Joe in the chat. I'm looking for him. There he is, right here. This is the saddest thing I've ever seen. There it is. This is the saddest thing I've ever seen. I'm gonna zoom in on bootleg Joe. Like this. There it is. He's just called the pilot. He comes with game add-ons. He's called the pilot with the bootleg shotgun. Oh, the bulldog shotgun. I'm sorry. I thought it said the bootleg shotgun. There it is. Series 1. Season 1. But this is, he's not happy either. That's bootleg Joel's in the chat. He's not a happy bootleg Joel. He also comes with a piece of that wonderful texture pack of the grass that they had. But I feel bad. Whoever wants bootleg. He's called the pilot. And he said that he don't have a name, and Master Chief is gonna name him, like the never-ending story. That's the story, apparently. But hey, man, this is sad. All I'm gonna say is, sometimes they're disconnected, dude, and they're
gonna get it back on track, Jazz. They're gonna do it.
Yeah, maybe with Halo. Now,
I don't think with that same leadership from last gen, I don't see how. But
that would, what's funny is that was the stuff that I was saying too. I was like, the problem that this was coming from the top, from Satya and Phil, and this whole like vision of they're the same person and stuff. I'm like, if it's coming from up there, it's going to be really, that mentality is really not a mentality for success for the console itself. It's a success for them leaving the console and making the console just a piece of hardware, just a device out there. And we're seeing it. Sony is bringing there's Sony games that are sitting in that NPD. There are Sony games, there are Nintendo games that just take their whole NPD. Xbox has nothing, it's not there. And people are going to be like, oh, Forza Horizon. The problem is that these games are coming out now. This has been over a year and a half, 2 years. Gaming moves so fast. Imagine if Samsung didn't release a Galaxy 22. 1 year in technology without Samsung will probably lose so much market share by not having a next phone, because in technology, a year is a long time. 2 years is even longer. It's a lifetime. You go that long without releasing a compelling game. Know how much mind share you're losing by not keeping in the conversation? And Sony is not sitting there being idle. Sony, and on top of that, and think about it, Microsoft had all these shows, and Sony had one show, and that's enough to carry people through the holiday. They know Spider-Man 2's coming, Wolverine. They got Horizon GT Forspoken early in the year. And then they're going to carry Call of Duty Battlefield, carrying them in the end of this year. And I'm sure they're going to take Returnal and Ratchet and put them at like $30 on sale. Play the best games of PlayStation from the year because they release stuff. What's Microsoft going to put on sale? Flight Sim? What are they going to put on sale? They didn't release anything throughout the friggin' year.
Right.
That's the That's what Sony does. The waterfall method.
Wait, what do you
Miles
mean?
Morales,
They got
$20.
Wait, I was told. Wait, Jez. I was told by several Xbox guys that Deathloop was an Xbox game.
Dude, if they want to, I just told people don't buy Deathloop because I'm just like I'm so pissed off at that game right now. But like the thing, Deathloop, like it's an Xbox game. Good job. Like
they said, they can't. They said it's an Xbox game because you can play it on PC. But you cannot play it on their console.
Shazia says, I'm talking like Xbox hasn't lost its mind share. Look at the third party sales. Yeah, right.
Look, Smooth said it was Smooth said that Deathloop was on Xbox because it was on PC.
Oh Jesus, dude! Whatever circles you want to jump through, man, to make it a W. Like that's the thing. Like you wouldn't you just like a great game and not have to jump through circus hoops and Phil Spencer.
You don't have to play it on PC through the cloud.
Oh God!
Right.
They need the mental gymnastics to get the W, and it's like you really need all that effort to feel good. What I could just be like, one Kenna screenshot that I showed, and 300 people like, oh my God, this looks incredible. Like there it is. I didn't have to jump through hoops. I just did. Kana, look at the screenshot, the lighting. Oh my God, and 300 people liked it. Like because the game. Where is it? I got it.
Enough from me. We're gonna have the
games do our talking. That's it. It's as simple as that. For all the stupid shit that Gymnast Ryan, Gordon Ramsay, son of a bitch, you're fired, it's Raw. The one thing is that's it. Enough from him. Exactly. I don't want to hear your Gordon Ramsay ass. Let the games do the talking. Just show the games, get people hyped, and move on. I don't want to hear your worldly visions. I don't give a shit where you think things are going. Just show me the games that I'm going to play and show me you maximizing the potential of my platform that I own. That's it. It's simple as that. We're talking about VRR, vaginas, VAS. This is just, it's stupid. That's not why you buy the console. You buy the console for the games. You go to the service for the games. You know what I mean? Nobody says, I'm going to this restaurant because they have nice windows. No, you go to the restaurant because they got good food. So you go to the console to play great games. You don't go to the console because I go, well, they got VRR on it. Well, guess what? They got an old-ass dashboard from 2014. They got a share feature. They added a share button that doesn't even function with the new features of the share. They don't even add new share features to the system. But they gave you a share button to make you think that they have a new feature. They don't. It's the same jank-ass sharing features with a share button now. Now the shortcut just gets you to the jank faster. Meanwhile, Sony has all this built-in overlay, streaming to YouTube. They're adding Discord next year. Are you kidding me? You know where Xbox is going to be It's going to be a green puddle of shit. Sony's not stopping. This is what I've been saying. Sony's not stopping. Not stopping for Bootloeg Joel. They're not stopping for any of this shit. Sony's getting Wolverine. I wouldn't be surprised next year they're doing Captain America. They're not going to stop. Nintendo's not going to stop. So Microsoft, all the time you need to build these games that may have day one features.
Right.
No.
All these pre-production, planning phase, don't know what the story is, rebooting the game. I mean, restarting development. I mean, it's you hearing all this stuff over there while PlayStation is churning out games.
Exactly.
I mean, next year, what does Microsoft have announced next year? Redfall and what's that game? Starfield.
Yeah.
Okay,
November.
So we know Redfall
of
summer.
next year. Not even a year. 13 months.
And if they're saying November, right? There's no guarantee that game is going to make that date. As you know, a lot of these AAA games see slight delays.
Exactly.
So hopefully it doesn't get delayed. But we don't even know what that game is. We haven't seen any gameplay. But
I know
they don't have a lot announced for next year from their first party. What is going on over there? There's an issue with getting games out as well. Not just what the product, but actually getting games out is a problem over there. So
exactly.
How in the world can Insomniac get out Miles Morales in 3 years, but Microsoft still got stuff in pre-production after 3 years? Something's wrong over there.
Something's wrong. Pre-production, pre-alpha, even Redfall. Like, oh well, these are pre-alpha leaks. I'm like,
did you see those graphics?
Horrible.
Oh my god,
that looks horrible.
If it is, you shouldn't have people playing the game. Well, I mean, if you're demoing it internally, I guess, but you shouldn't have anybody testing the game, like any outside people playing that game looking like that. Because
I know
those graphics looked like PS2.
Exactly, it looked horrible. Like, and they're like, well, it's pre-alpha, pre-production. Like,
what about Grounded? Did Grounded ever officially launch yet?
No, apparently next year. And then apparently Obsidian's going to launch 7 games in the next 7 years.
Who said that? They said that?
Who the hell knows? Some insiders.
I saw a tweet like that, but I don't know if it's Obsidian said that. I hope they didn't, because what kind of quality are those games going to be?
They're gonna add the friggin' the mosquito package to the friggin'
Mark my words, Jez. I said it on this show several times. I predict Perfect Dark is gonna be some kind of episodic game.
Oh, I'm sure, dude. I'm sure. Well, they got the guys that do the friggin' the stunt doubles. They got the Crystal Dynamics. They're
all about putting out these little DLCs or whatever. They got the perfect team working on it to make a game for Game Pass.
Exactly.
So,
well, they already said Forza Horizon 5, the Forza Horizon, the premier franchise, is now a Game Pass game. Like they've got good to make Game Pass.
It's a Game Pass game with a retail release, though. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I don't care.
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense. You're selling at full price.
Okay,
go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, shout out to the Game Night. He's like, PS5 February. Oh, they got Oh yeah, February looks ridiculous because they just delayed that other game too. But
Elden Ring. Oh my god,
Jesus.
man.
That game.
Elden Ring and Horizon in the same month.
Oh man, but Elden Ring. I don't know. I saw that game. I'm treading a little lightly. I don't know. About
I'm getting it day one.
I'm gonna probably get it.
I'm a From Software guy. I got to have it.
Anyway, so Game Night says PS5 has February got Sifu, Horizon, March is GT7, shortly after that's Forspoken, then God of War, and potentially Final Fantasy 16. But Xbox releases Forza and Halo this holiday. Rest in peace, PlayStation. Dude, exactly. There's no way. And anyway, the Halo is not the Halo we know and love. It is the scaled back Halo.
It's the Halo service. That's what the developer said, the Halo service.
That's why you're going to get some big numbers with Halo Infinite because it's free and everybody's going to try it to get the streamer stuff. But where's the intent? I'm playing it. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm playing Halo Infinite. I'm going to try it out.
I'll try it out.
You know, and I'm going to use my free thing because I want to know where the story goes.
You know what's crazy? I was buying Halo, you know, because I've bought every Halo, right? Like the retail. I don't know. This game is coming in. They're telling me more about what's not in it than what's actually in the game.
Exactly.
So, as far as the single player, so
Yo, somebody wrote, yo, I gotta tell you, these guys, where are they? Where are these grinders? I'm gonna say, I think it's Josh Ayers. Dude, Sergeant and Josh Ayers, they'll say, let the memes do the talking. Let the fridge do the cooling. Let the fridge do the talking. Dude, that's so hilarious. Oh my God, that is some hilarious shit right there. Oh my God. Yeah, I know. Like that's the thing. It's not even a full-blown Halo. And releasing on December 8th. You know what else too? What else is around that time? That's the Game Awards. And if there's some big news at the Game Awards, that could overshadow Halo, you know? Like if there is that Silent Hill thing coming true with Konami, like that thing will blow the roof off. If something was after those rumors going around, like if that Konami Silent Hill with Sony exclusive happens, like that could be something that could really dominate the news cycle.
Well, there's some other games coming that we don't know about. There's some second party deals and
I'm sure
some other stuff that's coming.
Maybe they
that
use the
we
Game
don't.
Awards to promote Halo. Like I don't know because it comes out around that time, which is like again, Halo's in the shadow. Like man, they should have held on to that November that fit 20 year. That was the right thing for Halo. And to think 20 years ago when I was playing this game and then seeing where 2 went, 3. And seeing where this franchise went, to think that they would botch the 20th anniversary of this game. I should have got signs when they really didn't do an anniversary edition to Halo 3. When they didn't do a 10-year for Halo 3, I should have known, like, hey, this is not the same Xbox anymore. Because they did that anniversary with 2, but not 3. Like, how do you stop? Same thing with Gears Ultimate. They did an anniversary edition to the first one, but never touched 2 and 3. How do you do that? How do you just do an anniversary edition to the first game or the second game, the first and second for Halo, but then stop? So stupid. Whatever. And that was all in 2016, 2017. They stopped doing those because they went to this PC venture and stopped making games. So I think my speculation is that on November 20th, they're going to do some sort of single player trailer. Whether it's gameplay, whether it's CGI, I don't know, but I'm sure they'll have some sort of single player. If they don't, oh, you know where to come and hit that sub button. You know where to come if they don't on that November 20th date, that 20-year anniversary date, selling fridges and sneakers and shit, but not showing Halo gameplay. They got to. If they don't, that's a big fail. So we will see, and you keep it plugged here to see where this is going because you know they're just disconnected, and that's my biggest frustration with them. And it's just to look at the difference between the success that Sony's having with the NPDs and selling that console, and you look at Xbox and they got old merchandising but no games, you know, and now the games are finally coming, but now they're being shown as like day one guns and seasons to single player and campaign. Forza built for Game Pass with snackable modes, everything. And I said this on Friday, my what if, and stay tuned. We're going to have another what if, but everything is just going back. It's regressing. You expecting Link and I to spend more money to buy bigger consoles, more teraflops, all this stuff. I'm going to spend more money and get less? Nah, bullshit. I spend more money to get better. I don't spend more money to get less. But Link, do your outro, man. We're wrapping this up, man. It's 3 hours.
Link,
get you
I'm about to hop on this Far Cry, whatever this new one is.
6?
6. So far I'm enjoying it. I need to finish Metroid. I'm at close to the end, so
yeah, I'm
gonna be playing
6.
that.
Wait for sale.
Playing Metroid, and but that's what I'll be doing.
Nice.
It's a good show. I hopped on.
Thank you so much for coming on, man. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Because I'll be like, and thank you for everybody else coming on. Yeah, thank you.
Xbox got to get it. Xbox, I don't know, man. They need some new leadership. Firefield and everybody else.
They do. That's all I can say. That googly-eyed Phil. There's googly eyes all over.
Yes.
Dude, but thank you coming on. I want to shout out to Jaydub. Thank you. Hope he's feeling better. He had to jump off. And then thank you to Salty for coming on. And shout out to Frog. I know he's traveling, man. I miss you. I'll see you back next week. And I want to thank all the grinders, all the VIP grinders. And thank you to all the super chats. I really appreciate it. And keep it locked here to the Gaming Grindhouse. I'll be doing another what if. Maybe getting a link on to somebody else to do these because they're going to be pretty fun on the what ifs. The tools, thank you very much. Shout out to all the grinders in the chat. And this has been another epic show. I want to thank everybody for your support. Hit that like button, share it out, and subscribe or become a VIP grinder if you're new. And thank you again. And I'm going to leave all you guys. Shout out to over 100 people watching. You guys have been here all night. I'm gonna leave that what if clip because I like that what if clip. I worked on that hard. I'm gonna leave that as my outro for this show for the what if as a way to go. So I want to thank everybody here and a good night. And this is a sneak preview of the intros to What If you missed it. Time, space, reality. It's more than a linear path. It's a prism of endless possibility where a single choice can branch out into infinite realities, creating alternate worlds from the ones you know. I am the Grinder. I am your guide through these vast new realities. Follow me and ponder the question, what if?